Excited for TFF or LVFC? Yeah. It's a cozy convention. I'm in main hotel again for the first time since the first year. Otherwise,
Keith is only going under duress.
I was increasingly tempted to skip on the convention if I didn't get main hotel, because the last 2 years of being not in main hotel was not great. It's not a great convention for not being in the main actual place. It's not a good convention to travel to. Even if travel means walking over from next door, it's just the fact that your room isn't there, so you don't have a place to hang out, and the convention doesn't really have it's not, because of the specific venue LVFC has, there's no destinations.
That makes sense.
There's nowhere to go unless it's someone's room, basically, or the pools or something. Like all the other furry conventions take place at a convention center or a big hotel, so like there's just like a huge common area. But LVFC is just like lawns with like figure-8 paths going up and down them, and you can't stop anywhere because people are walking up and down the paths. So you just need to go to a hotel room or the pools, or get in a car and go into Vegas with some people maybe. So in particular, I had a rough time at the second LVFC where I realized that my entire friend group was entirely made up of couples. And so at one point, they all coincidentally retreated to their rooms to hang out, to just like go away for a while for any number of reasons at the same time. And I was like, oh, I can't go back to the rooms of, I can't hang out with any of these people right now. They've all disappeared into their rooms. But also, I don't have a room at this place, so I don't have a place to go to at the convention space. But also, in this specific case, if I walked all the way back to the other hotel where our room was, only to have been locked out. I was sexiled by the roommates because I had made the mistake.
Sexiled?
Yeah, because we had let, was it, I think Stephanie canceled? And one of the roommates was like, it's like, can I bring my new boyfriend? And they were fucking honeymooning in there. Like they never left the room, I don't think.
Oh no!
So I couldn't go back to the room, but I also had nowhere to go. And there's just no like hangout spots where you organically run into people at LVFC, like every other convention. So it's just like, it's just not a great con for that stuff. So I was between that and the 9-hour drive to go there. Increasingly, I'm like, I'm not as into this one as BLFC. The Reno one is easier, and it has more common space, and it just kind of like works better. The Vegas one's a little rough by comparison, and every single year it gets more popular, which makes it more like it outgrew its venue immediately. The second year was already too big for the amount of space it had, and doesn't really have anything that facilitates the size of the convention it has. It just does not work. But it's seemingly like the only location they can do it at LVFC. I mean, at Vegas. Like, I guess there's just like no other venues that would take a furry convention, specifically like that specific like midpoint scale of a convention and so on.
I was gonna say, I think it's probably just a pricing problem. Like at that point, you're going either too big of a convention center or too inland or like too inside of Vegas, to where like now it's just ridiculous in terms of everything. Like getting there, hosting, the amount of space available, like it's just awful. Vegas is kind of a shit place to do anything anyways. Like it is kind of it's a place that you probably want to consider not doing conventions at for the upcoming future of time. It's increasingly becoming less hospitable for doing most stuff there without it becoming a almost monumentously expensive endeavor.
Yeah, and it's my annual incentive to get my car maintained before I go out and drive 8 hours in the desert and hope my car doesn't break down in that trip. It's like time to get the car maintained so I don't have a really disastrous weekend. Make sure it's good. Where do I look?
Good luck, car.
Sheet? We are making science, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
The science is hopefully getting output somewhere.
You're grabbing directly from there. You are outputting here. You kind of don't matter anymore. I'm gonna be real with you. You fucking suck, and I don't need you.
The science goes on the red claw. There it goes.
What if I...
So we have 250, 450 science waiting here.
Did that, and then
something that's always baffled me about LVFC is that they have all these vouchers for trying to get you to engage economically with the venue, and there's like a whole series of badges for the if you buy food, you can show the receipt to get a series of badges that are like incentives for buying food there, basically. So I keep thinking that there's more food than there is, and then I go back there and I look around and I'm like, am I crazy, or is it's just this one cafe? And that's all the food in the venue, basically. There's like a convenience store up front that sells like soda and candy and shit, and like chapstick, and then there's like
just basic goods.
cafe. Yeah. I'm like, that's all that's here? I'm like, do you think there'd be a bunch of food places here to like where there's more types of badges you can get as rewards for eating food here than there are places to eat food here.
Yeah, and the few cons I've been to, the hotel, like just anything store related that's inside the hotel is always really depressing, because there's always an impossibly long line of people who absolutely will not go anywhere else. And then when you actually sit through it, it's like, this is what I was sitting through for this dry ass salad.
Burned coffee.
Burned coffee.
Yeah. I remember once I went to the cafe area, and we realized that it was like 11 a.m. or something, and we're obviously going on like furry convention time, so we're not thinking about that much. And I'm like, oh, they already stopped serving breakfast at the cafe at the hotel. You can only order lunch here now. But I asked for a coffee anyway, and they got me coffee, and it was horrible. It was horrific. And then we just sat there for like 20 minutes waiting for him to ever come back to like take our orders at all.
What? Really?
And eventually I just kind of left.
That's crazy.
I was like, I don't think he's coming back. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get food here.
What the fuck? That's okay. That is actually wild that no one.
Genetic platforms.
Like, so wait, you got in there and like no one even came by to be like, hey, what's it going? What do you want?
He gave us the coffee I asked for when we were sitting down. But yeah, then he's kind of never came back again for so long, and they already weren't doing breakfast, so I was just kind of like wasn't that into it. I'm like, I just give up and leave.
Yeah, I mean, that is absolutely what you do. That's wild. You leave, and then you leave a scathing review and punish the establishment for its waste of your fucking time.
Oh, I know to write scathing reviews.
Do you really? You don't ever write scathing reviews?
Nah, I only write reviews of art. I never review services.
I think my most popular review on Google Maps is a scathing review of the like Rancho Cordova post office.
And you've had
like
some
so
post
mad
offices too.
Yeah, I've gotten so mad. I got so mad at them. I watched them literally make like a handicap person, somebody who was like could not stand up. Like they're like, okay, I need you to wait here for me to go get your package, and the person was like, I can't stand up for that long. Like I can't stand up for longer than a few minutes. Can I sit somewhere? And the guy's like, no, we don't have benches. And I'm like, what the fuck do you like? what do you mean?
That
like,
is
for
fucked
what
up,
reason
yeah.
is this? I was like, what's the purpose? And they had a counter that's for handicapped people to go to, but it's full of packages. They just put all the packages on that handicap counter, like just completely fucking them over, I guess. Just like there's nobody here that would need this counter in this town, I guess. And then they have this giant fucking plaque on the wall. It's like, this post office is built in part thanks to Ronald Reagan. I was like, you know what? Fuck this place. Like, I'm leaving you guys a shit ass review.
That is pretty Reagan coded.
I literally was like, this place is one furlough away from like closing up shop. That's crazy that this place is even allowed to continue. Yeah, it's like there's no way that this place is like running on the up and up. This is a complete scam and should be just shut down, or at least like rebuilt from the ground up. No benches, like not a single place to sit in a fucking post office that often has lines going outside of the door because the service is so dog shit slow. And it's like, I'm not going to blame the people working there because they have no control over how fucking awful government systems are run. But like, I don't know, you're telling me that like, not even a place to sit, and I know why they don't do it. They don't have a bench to sit because they don't want homeless people to come in there and just like lay on the bench or whatever, which is another problem of like, I don't know, maybe you should probably focus on that as like a thing to work on with your city instead of spending what is it, $1.5 million a fucking year getting grocery carts back, which is a fucking waste of city funds in Rancho. God, I hated being a part of that community. What a fucking awful place. Like, why the fuck how are you mismanaging money? Their police budget was absurd. I was like, for what? You've done nothing. Like, all this police budget, and for what? People still just drive through the fucking the signs for the trains anyways. People still get shot constantly. Like, the crime hasn't gone down. Nothing's changed because you've increased the budget here. I see a lot of cop cars that never stop for people that are having crimes happen. I also see a lot of cop cars stopping I've seen like 4 cop cars stopped on the side of the road beating up a homeless person. I'm like, yeah, you really fucking needed that many people. You got him, dude. God forbid. He was on a bike. Oh shit. He might be able to take your 4 SUVs in a fight. Like, craziest city. I hate that place. I work there every day. It's great. I love it. Love it so much. Fucking city governments are one of the most like depressing things to ever have any kind of involvement into. The more you look into it, the more you're like, oh man. There just aren't. It's one of those things of like, man, I'm sure there's somebody qualified who's gonna show up one day, and you realize like, no. No, they won't. They'll never show up. It's gonna be you, bud. It's your fault. You know more than the people running the town. The only option is to run the town. And you're like, I'm not doing this. Fuck you. I'd rather just watch Rancho burn to the ground. It's fine. I won't miss it when it's gone. Goodbye. Good riddance.
You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Just it's so unreasonable to build.
Chad is
Anyways,
right.
that
The post
post office
offices are bizarrely variable.
It's crazy how variable are. They're like,
yeah, you look up the local area and there'll be like 700 post offices, and they'll be like ranging from like 1 to 4 stars. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Are they okay?
Yeah. It's bonkers. It just like genuinely is. I don't even know how you would describe this politely. It's just. You just really put a bunch of stupid fucking idiots in charge of this stuff because it's one of those kind of services that nobody really thinks too hard about. Like every single part of the system that would need to care to make it not fail wants it dead. Like the post office is one of those, like, everyone in any political sense fucking hates the post office. They will do anything in their power to kill it. But also, just against all odds, it won't die because there is no replacement. So everyone hates it, but there isn't actually a replacement for the post office because, like, LOL, why would there be? You think like UPS or FedEx is running any kind of like business that's going to take that over? They can't even keep their own fucking shit going. You think they're going to take care of that?
Rely on the post office to actually deliver half of their mail.
Not as much anymore. Well, for the most part, Amazon was the biggest contributor. Like, so Amazon was the biggest business partner for the USPS, and Amazon figured out they could just like take all their tax breaks that they're not having to pay taxes for and just buy a bunch of cars and essentially just become a new post office. But they also have the fun problem of like they have dog shit hiring practices. So all the employees that they hire at the Amazon fucking warehouse facility are literally just untrained, uncaring, and oftentimes overworked. So they're just not very good workers, and they're not the people you want delivering your packages because they're not built to be. That's not their job. Their job is not to be good delivery people. Their job is to be really cheap, unquestioning workers who will never unionize and never demand anything better than the dirt that they're given to eat. Like that's their goal. So, and post office has unions. They have a really strong union. And like just, well, hey, look, when Amazon gives you 2-day delivery dirt, you take it.
We reached this thing with cryo.
We did. Congratulations. Why can't I figure this out? Why am I so bad at video games?
I'm just kind of poking at the base, trying to find anything to do. I'm like, maybe I'll do this now. I have lost the thread, but also seemingly have maybe finished the planet already. In like a base level, maybe.
Like maybe I finished the Oh,
right, because there's gonna be more buildings that you can only be built here for arbitrary reasons, huh?
Yeah, so the thing that we just researched is quantum processors. Those are effectively the final tier of chips, and they're needed for all the technology that we're about to unlock here.
Yikes. That's what I think.
Wow. Deep thoughts.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're probably going to need like another load of science to actually get through making the railgun system. I'm trying to remember what exactly is needed for... Okay, yeah, we need some quantum processors to make any railguns.
I still remember when Trump was weirdly politicizing the post office last time around. In particular, I remember my dad like fell for that dumb rhetoric, and then before long, he had the issue where he couldn't get any crickets and stuff for any of his like new pets to eat because they were all delivered by
your dad or your brother.
Well, it was a thing that my brother got him into.
I see. Okay.
Like he had these animals.
I was like, that sounds like a brother task.
Yeah. He had these animals that he couldn't get crickets for. It's because the United States' crickets basically all died in the mail that week.
Because
there's several lower life forms that were basically transmitted entirely by mail, and they were all just dying in the mail because they weren't getting anywhere because the whole system was shutting down. And it's like, oh right, there's just a bunch of ways that we quietly depend on the system functioning that you will not be ready for when it shuts down.
A real shame when that happens. Just like everything else, it's really funny because it's obvious, it's very clear that like the entire Trump admin is just like a really shitty version of Reagan. It's like Reagan minus 2.0, where you got like a really worse version of Reagan in there who's even more incompetent. Like Reagan's entire platform, right, was trying to like dismantle everything the government did. It kill everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It could just be something as simple as like the government protects you from war. They want it it has to be privatized. Every single thing the government does has to be done by a private company that taxpayers pay 4 times the cost to get the government to do. And he couldn't fucking achieve anything. Like Reagan just couldn't achieve fucking dog shit during his time in dismantling the government. All he could do was essentially fuck over everybody in terms of economics. He could destroy the economy of the United States, but he could not fucking tear down its systems. And Trump is the same way. Like, that's his entire platform is like, I'm going to privatize everything and all my friends are going to buy it and we're going to be super rich. And it's like, but then he hired the worst people to do that. And so they're so fucking incompetent, they can't do the thing that he wants them to do. And the only way that they can do it is by proving why that system has to be there, because the moment they cause any disruption to it, it backfires so, like, so comically large that people are just like, oh my god, what did you do? Why did Atlas shrug? What happened? And like everyone feels it. Like it's not just a haha, I did it. I only affected the people that have no power to stop me. You like affect everyone universally, and everyone hates it. It's just a very funny like how are you doing this worse than the guy who already failed to do this? Just did you not learn anything from that guy at all? He had 2 whole terms where he was fucking losing all the time. You learned nothing from this. That's crazy. How did you achieve this? Then again, I think the other problem too is that like he's also like going through a giant mutiny in his own party, which is also fun to watch, but also not helping the cause of trying to privatize everything when like half your party is like, I'd rather you die, old man. And you're like, oh, I don't think this is gonna work out for you, but I think you need a little bit more support than that. It's fun, but also it's annoying because then it just takes longer for the things to be better like they should be. And I really don't want to sit here and keep waiting for this stuff. So yeah, go run for any of those uncontested state seats, and then you too can look at somebody and go, this sucks, fix it or I'll kill you. And there won't be anyone to stop you because you're like the only person that runs the fucking thing and no one ever really pays attention to it. So you can get away with a lot of stuff because no one's paying attention. Great. It's
waiting on the
great.
world to change.
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously I'm just being comically extremist, but the reality is that you should definitely like stuff that really does matter is not being contested at all. Like school, like what do you call it? The blah 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 blah. Like the people who choose the curriculum for schools. No one ever really runs for that. Things like that are usually vacant, or they're left to whoever has been running it for the past 400 years. And you can usually get in there and easily beat them, especially if your name has a higher lettering than the person you're running against.
My name is more subscribers than you do.
It's like if your name starts with A and the other person starts with H, you'll just win by default because everyone usually picks the top one at the box statistically. So just have a better name than the person that you're running against and you'll probably win.
So depressing.
Americans are they're so stupid. It's so easy to win in most states. I don't even know why you need to cheat in elections. Most people are dumb enough that you can easily just win by shady tactics like that. Oh fuck, you can't do it that way. Okay. But also it's important. People need to run for those positions because I'm tired of the people running in them, but I'm also not a people person. I could never run for public office because that would be the end of that. They would never let anybody vote again if I got into office. So don't make me.
They would never let anyone vote again.
Yeah, no, they would never let anybody vote again.
I defeated voting.
Yeah. It would not
I guess
be great.
we all learned a lesson today. My government philosophy would be, I'm going to find every available loophole to make my opponents suffer. And then I will not have to worry about anything that they have to say ever again. Which is great. It works well for me because my strategy is to make everything efficient and I don't have to worry about it anymore. And then I can go home and sleep and have a good time with my life. But it's also going to piss off a lot of people. So. Hockey, factory? Give me the shortcut for that. I forgot what the shortcut is to flip this factory around. That's what I thought. So you can't take items out of the cargo base, you can only take them out of the cargo landing pad. Clause.
This would be a point where it might be worthwhile setting up some really rudimentary bot logistic stuff, because even though it's like less efficient. I can't think of an easier system to work with than bots. I'm sorry. Like,
damn.
But they get sad about their robots. They get sad about their electricities. They shit themselves and die.
Oh, Jesus.
We're in a bot-free world. Or so I want to say, but apparently I can't just fucking take things out of this fucking cargo landing pad.
There we go. I figured
The
it
thing
out. I'm so smart.
Stuff moves slowly enough when it comes to quantum processors. Like, you don't need a non-stop stream of bots. Like, they can handle keeping a buffer of the ingredients. I'm just gonna keep focusing on all this over here.
You good, bud?
I'm sure we'll get somewhere someday.
I don't think I even have a bot guy.
I did send over some bots. I feel like there should be a
Robo? There's some
Robo
reports. There we go. They're so fucking hard to spot. Alright. I guess.
Wait, am I stupid? Did I do this? No, I'm not stupid. Never mind. Ha ha! I'm not stupid after all.
Ha 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 ha.
Poor guy. I feel like Mandark was misunderstood. We need to redeem him.
It would have been helpful if his name was an evil boy.
Yeah, well, his parents are hippies. What do you want? Leave him alone. He didn't have a choice. Also, he legally can't change his name till he's like 18. So I'm sure once he gets an adult, he'll change his name.
His parents are hippies, so they named him Evil Boy.
Not really, actually. He did name himself that. That's his own chosen name.
Just like,
I think his name.
What do you mean?
Because I think his name was like Tracy or something. And our
yeah,
real name.
It was something like feminine.
Oh, it's Susan. Susan Astronomonov. Oh my god.
What?
Susan Astronomonov. Astronomonov.
Is he an evil Russian experiment, like Black Widow?
No. His parents named him a boy named Sue. Oh wait, no, sorry.
That's his full name.
That's the name. That's the name of the
Named
episode.
Sue, comma, a boy.
Astronomonov is that's the what is it? What is it? Oh, that's what it was. His parents are named Ocean Bird and Wind Bear. That's what it was. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, that's what it was. Okay. But yeah, anyways. His name is Susan, so he wanted to go by Mandark, which I guess is, if that's self-chosen, that's, I mean, all right. It is what it is, I guess. I guess when he turned 18, he changed his name to Mandark legally, probably.
Or then it was completely illegal.
Yeah, we never got Dexter all grown up.
We did. There was a movie where it showed what happened in the future, and there was like 15 different versions of Dexter, where they were different. Yeah, I think it was like, what was it? Dexter Lab movie. What was that called? It was, oh, wait, is it Ego Trip? Yeah, Ego Trip. That's what it was. Dexter's Laboratory Ego Trip, where it shows him as a, early 20s, mid 30s, and old. I don't, it's like, it's just, and old. I don't know what age he's supposed to be, because cartoons kind of just don't really follow conventional age logic. Like, they're just like, I don't know, he's 40. Now he's an old man, doddering, unable to walk. And you're like, that's crazy. Is that what 40-year-olds look like?
To you?
Well,
No, I'm out of
yeah.
pipes.
Wait, let me see. Actually, maybe it tells me what age they were. What age were they? Oh yeah, it does show Mandark at those ages too. That's true. I forgot about that. It does show the old Mandarks too. Oh yeah, I forgot. One of the Mandarks just has a I forgot. One of the Mandarks is just like a giant man with a huge head. He's like a nightmare-looking eldritch horror, and then as an old man, he's just a brain in a jar. Like, he doesn't even have a body anymore. Just straight up was like, forget it. I'm done. Put me in the jar.
Why would that even happen?
I'm pretty sure because whatever turned him into a giant fucking eldritch horror man in his late 30s is probably caused it so his body collapsed and he can only save his brain.
I
do love the idea though,
man.
that like, I love in the movie though, Dexter just wears the same outfit forever. The boy never changes. He's always in the same fucking white lab coat, boots, purple gloves. like nothing ever changes about it except his body shape, but Mandark is like in different outfits.
Yeah, because only villains are allowed to have fun.
That's crazy. Oh my god, that's right. Hold on, I gotta post this. This is so funny. Look at this shit. Look at this
Are
fucking...
you telling me a queer code this villain?
Maybe. Look at these fucking... These are the flavors of Mandark, and then these are... Wait, I gotta find a good picture of the fucking Dexter.
Is that... There's like Fat Mandark, Brain Mandark, Vampire Mandark, and North Korean Mandark?
And these are, and then these are just the Dexters. Like all the Dexters are just the fucking essentially the same, but Mandark's got like crazy amount of variety going on in his timeline.
I do remember that. I do remember I do remember the aged Dexters.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was from the movie. So we did get to see like what it looked like.
That was the
I remember
movie.
Yeah, Ego Trip was the movie that had all the different ages. I think there was one episode that showed him
old
as
Dexter and Hot Dexter.
That's his like that's I think that's so I think it's like Kid Dexter, and I'm pretty sure it's like supposed to be early 20s Dexter, and then mid 30s Dexter, and then old man Dexter.
Damn.
And then Mandark's the same way, where it's like child Mandark in the front, and then it's like that's early 20s Mandark in the suit, and then like mid 30s Mandark in the fucking held up, pretty much naked, giant head body Mandark, and then old Mandark is in a brain in a jar. Again, just crazy variety going on in his life. I feel like Mandark lived a better life than Dexter did. Dexter just stagnated his entire life, except for his 30s where he got buff for some reason. Like he just needed some kind of change.
That's how you're measuring happiness. He got buff for a bit, so I guess the 30s are pretty good.
He just had a midlife crisis, obviously, where he's like, fuck, I want to look
30s.
at least somewhat different. Yeah, I mean, that's usually when you have a midlife crisis. But then he went back. He like reverted. You could see he just was like, same, oh, crisis, and then went back to being the same fucking
should
guy.
Not be having a midlife
where Mandark
crisis
just like,
in your 30s.
Why?
Because
I don't know. When you're, you don't know that.
Could be.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what your genetics hold in store for you. Your 30s could be the best time of your life, and then it also could be the last time of your life. You may get real unlucky there. I think like what, like mid 30s to mid to late 30s is when most cancers start to present in people. It'd be the end of you. Like you got to be careful, man.
I don't like this conversation.
we were never supposed to live past 30. That was the whole point. We were supposed to like die off in our 30s, and then, you know, then it just repeats forever and ever again. But then we figured out like, wait a second, can't we just use medicine? And then it broke everything. We were like, uh-oh, wait a second. Grandpa's living to be like 98 now. This isn't working out.
Those exact words. Can't we just
I mean, it was
use
probably
medicine?
less... It's probably less refined. I don't know what kind of language they spoke in... Wait, when was medicine invented?
When was medicine invented? Insane question.
I guess the earliest we could find out was like 2600 BC, because that was when people started actually writing shit down. So sure, back in 2600 BC, then when we started doing treatments for illnesses that were not, I don't know, hitting someone with a rock until they stopped crying, then we finally were like, oh shit, wait, people kind of live a little bit too long. And then I think it was, what is it?
I don't know if people ever said that.
I mean, that was still a time when monarchies existed. I'm pretty sure a lot of people said that a lot, like often. They're like, God damn, the king's still alive? This fucker lived forever.
Why didn't anybody stop him?
Yeah, why didn't anybody just fucking throw snake dust or something at him? I don't know, whatever they had in the medieval times.
You know, snake dust.
Snake dust, you know.
Snake.
Whatever it is, it's probably bad.
Snake.
Yeah.
Snake.
Exactly. I wouldn't want to get hit by snake dust. Fuck, wait, should I be doing the same thing? Should I just roll it over? And no, because I can't do that. I have to do... Oh, right, I didn't figure out how to solve this problem.
You should consider solving it instead of not solving it.
I would, but you'd be really shocked about how annoying solving problems are. Okay, you know what? I can do...
Scatter,
Can
robots.
you just... Yeah, I could do... Oh, damn. I'm so sorry, robots.
They're all so
Don't
sad
wanna do
and
that
out of
to you.
energy immediately. They're having a bad time.
Having a bad time. Like, I don't like this anymore. This game isn't fun anymore. Oh, I could no. Oh, I could just move it down. Never mind. All right, false alarm. I'm just stupid, like usual. All right, so if I move it right here, get rid of you. Same with you. Move it here, down there. Okay, and then I just extend this to here, like that. Right. That goes into there. Does that solve this problem? Okay, so then I can do H, T, oh, no, H, that one, yeah! And then I can delete you, and then I can copy you.
Go, robots. I need to know which things
Here.
are and aren't in the network.
Okay. So that solves that problem, but you are still a problem. Oh, because I moved you. Ew. Stinky. So you might have to die. Yeah, you might have to die. Sorry. Sorry, Steven. We have to kill this guy. Okay. I think yeah, I don't know. I don't know any better way to do this. This one works fine. This one doesn't, and I don't know. Oh, what to do?
The robots are so fucking fast because of the upgrades, and then so slow the moment the power runs out, which is immediately.
Yeah.
Like, clearly you guys have been doing upgrades that I'm not used to seeing, because these robots are moving so much faster than I'm used to robots moving. But then after a few seconds of them doing that, they go, help me. They're so unhappy.
They'll be fine.
I think we might not be sending over the tungsten carbides, so we'll make sure to get that added to the list.
You gotta tungsten my carbide, or my entire base will stop functioning.
Why? We should have tungsten carbide still being produced without issue.
I probably just forgot
there.
to add it to the list. It's not something that's needed in the initial flow, so we just need to hit that up.
Oh, okay, so we're producing enough, it's just not being grabbed. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure we're producing enough. We just need to make sure it gets to the right place.
Okay. All right, good. I was scared for a moment. I was like, what?
That would
What?
use the time to think about a lot of things that.
No. I'm not going to think
could
about
be-
anything.
Okay.
You can't
things,
make me.
like, basically, quantum processors are extremely like resource intensive, but we do need a lot of them, and we benefit a lot from having a lot of them. So, you need to think about how to get.
I don't like this music. Stop it.
The creepy voice one. Is it the creepy voice one?
I
again?
forgot that it sounds like somebody pressing down a rubber chicken bin.
Oh no!
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. I got in trouble for doing that once.
It sounds
That is such
exactly
an Andrew
like that.
thing. You absolutely would be the guy at the like IKEA or whatever it
How
was. Just
Did you get in
had
trouble,
one-
or did people just go and look at you for a second?
No, I mean my girlfriend started hitting me.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fair. Get owned.
Yeah, not like actual.
I'm like they
pun-
can't get you
I
in
wasn't-
trouble for it. They set it up.
Yeah, well, okay. To be fair, I wasn't
they
like.
made the
It's not
whole
like I was.
room like that.
I wasn't like squeezing it. I just kind of like crawled into the bin and sat on it with my full weight. And so it was like the whole like crate of them. Yeah. But it wasn't the chickens, it was the pig ones. They had a bunch of pig ones, and those ones are fucking like awful, horrendous, because they're the perfect shape to be stacked really more efficiently than the chickens. The chickens have the too long of a neck. It's annoying. You can accidentally not hit the squeaker part. But the pigs are only, it's just like, it's literally just squeaker. There is no long neck there. So you can just like, oh, so good.
What a time to be alive.
Ooh, okay. What a time to be alive.
I can't remove that one. It's gonna bother me.
Okay, I am now, I'm now mass producing the quality iron plates.
cool.
So hopefully that should go better, and then we'll have access to those more consistently. It's not moving nearly as fast, but I think it's probably because the assembly machine's dog shit and can't do as much as I would like it to do. Productivity module 2.
We're slowly getting art in for our no playing games characters.
The
Nice.
little, like Mac OS one is insane.
I'm like afraid
Well,
of
it
this
looks like
campaign
kind of
a little
quick
bit.
adventure.
Let me go check it out.
This campaign
That
scares
was
me
one
a
of those
little
where
bit.
like I didn't yet know that like that was sort of the
Ooh.
mascot for this upcoming season, and I was just like the nostalgic like campiness of that art. I was like, oh, this looks like something no playing would do.
Of what?
Oh yeah, like the elevator
That's
guy.
what I
That's
remember.
really good.
I know
Bellhop.
it got posted in the Discord server. It's the one of just the bellboy, and it's like pixely, and he does the mouth flaps.
Oh yeah, that was just a random viewer made that.
Yeah, and it's like incredible.
Somebody just randomly made a point and
Yeah.
click adventure interpretation.
That's
which is
really good. I
wild.
like it.
We were doing the Triangle Agency, which just reading the book immediately, I'm just like, this is an insane book. This is such a surreal, strange thing to read through. I genuinely struggle to envision what the season is going to play like, or what it's going to feel like. One of the things we're dealing with right now in the production is that we need to all create 4 characters.
Whoa, really? That's a lot.
Because we need the artists need to be working on them all and so on. Because we have 1 player character and then 3 connections. Everyone has 3 characters that they're like connected to in some way that'll show up in the story at
Okay.
some point. And so we come up with 3 other characters that are tied to different aspects of our character. They're like relationships you can lose and stuff like that. That can be leveraged against you to like cause drama or scenes to happen and things like that. And specifically what's wild about the premise is that all of your connections are played by other people at the table.
Oh, that's a fun gimmick. I like that.
Yeah, so when you're setting
like
it
the
up,
idea of
when you're setting it
everyone.
up, there's these
Yeah.
characters that basically will just interact with your character, but they're all played by the other players.
How's that assigned? Is it just like random lottery?
We just decided basically.
So you're making a character with the intention that someone is going to play that, like someone you've chosen is specifically going to play that character?
We didn't really choose who played them. It's like we chose to play them.
Okay, so they're made, and then you're just given a choice of like, here are available characters you can choose from. Choose
Yeah,
the
like
ones
we were
that you
just
want to
hanging
play.
out and
Okay.
introducing them all in the form of a session 0 video, explaining them out loud, and then people were like jumping on which ones they wanted to play.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's gonna be a very interesting experience.
Man, that could be very chaotic. Depending on like, cause I'm assuming you're creating the story of those connections for those characters. So that means you're giving someone else a lot of sway over some level of emotional impact to your character, which is kind of fun. I like that.
Hope they don't fuck it up.
Oh, is that too far?
Or I'll kill them.
Oh. No. No. And you're just straight up not taking anything from... Okay, so this is just not working. These two are not doing fucking anything. So, I think... Okay. Let's redo this.
That's exciting.
It's fine. I expected this might not work out. That's okay. I was always prepared for failure. Was born in failure, molded by it. Are you... Okay, so you're literally not doing anything. It's only the boxes that are connected that are doing something. So you're functionally fucking worthless to me.
Man, this heat pipe shit is evil.
So goodbye, goodbye. And then you're the same thing. You're never going to amount to anything. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. And then,
You're just over here bullying these things.
well, I mean, look, you gotta explain why you're killing something off. You can't just kill it. You gotta tell it why it's being killed.
Because you respect it.
No, no, no. It's just, I don't want it to freak out, because then it's easier to kill if it's not squirming. All right. See, if you tell it why it's dying, then it tries to process a reason why it should not be killed, and it has to think about that, and that's when you strike. When it's busy thinking. And then that way it doesn't have time to react. You gotta overload it. Alright, so that looks good. That's doing what I want it to do. I think... I feel like I should be able to make you work out. Okay, I can. I just have to lift you up by 1. I just have to replicate this whole thing. Okay.
God damn it.
Wait, how do I... Oh, because the road down here got blasted. That's why. Okay, that's why everything's weird. Okay, I'm gonna kill you and then move you up. Alright, come with... Nope. Come with me.
Come with me, and you'll be in the world.
Oh. That sucks. I hate when you're in a world of...
What if I made a cool S?
What? What? What did you say? What if I made a cool S? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm having to work around the limitations of pipes. It's pissing me off.
I do hate pipes. know what the worst part about pipes are? How much they blow.
Oh no.
Wait, that might be peak. Is there anything else I can do here? Because that has to go over, which it can't. Marrow.
Shit, fuck.
I mean, okay, realistically, I don't need it to be that fast. We're not. It's not like we're actually. Nothing is contingent upon having high quality iron. It's fine. This is good enough.
Andrew has reached the bargaining stage.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you just get really efficient with it. My entire life is about going through grief. You never stop griefing.
You never stop griefing?
Yeah. Is it griefing or is it grieving? Grieving, I guess?
It's grieving. Griefing is when you bully people in video games.
Well, okay, so both. Both are true. You never stop grieving and griefing. One does not simply stop griefing. Okay, that's good. So yeah, now we have pretty stable amount of high quality iron coming in. Yippee! Which now means I have a good amount. Yeah, because now that means I have good quality amount of iron plates coming in to make a good amount of high quality batteries. Which means now I can start making purple batteries instead of just blue and green. All right, so then...
Tungsten on my schnurt until I vorpal.
What the fuck language was that? You're snorkeling what, Glorple? What the hell did you say?
Oh man, Andrew, we have so many high quality thrusters now. Our robots or our space platforms are gonna go
Goals.
What are those made out of? Is that iron or copper?
What is the recipe for these? I think. Yeah, they're on the cheaper end. They need electrical engines, processing units, and steel.
Oh, it's steel. Oh, yeah, I have the steel quality.
Deliver
I don't know if there's a better way to make
triangles.
it. Actually, I'm getting purple qualities out of this. Okay, never mind. Fuck it. This is okay. This is enough. I'm happy with this.
Surrender the triangle.
I was worried. Would it be? Is it worth it to have plastic? Do we need high quality plastic for anything? You know what? Don't even answer that. I'm gonna make it anyways.
Just give me the shit. Give me the grody shit. I don't need any quality anymore. I'm over it.
Ew, what? What did you just say? Did you say he's over it? Gotta kill this man.
I've been playing Ball Pit. Ball X Pit. Ball Fucks
X
Pit Hole.
Yeah, I got really into that for a solid, like, 48 hours.
What does that mean? What is Ball Pit? Oh, that's the one
to
literally
just watch
breakout
me play.
game? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was called.
It doesn't feel good to play.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't say that. I don't like that.
Like
it looks so fun.
It's got a... Well, I mean, you might like it.
What point are you at with the upgrade chain?
I'm like 4 planets. I'm like 4, like... I've beaten the 4th level, but haven't unlocked the next one yet.
Whoa, okay. You're making good progress.
So I beat a fungus boss where there's a billion fungus guys at once. I need to Galaga them. It's not that hard. I just don't love the feeling of a giant grid of enemies slowly Tetrising down at you, and you have to try to shoot them to make them not hit the bottom and kill you, and you just don't really have any like actions to take. You just have to just helplessly stare at them and hope that your build does it. Whereas in Vampire Survivors and especially Mega Bonk, you can like run around and be like, I
Yeah, you get a little bit more
I can try to
freedom.
survive by dodging a bit and stuff like that. You can feel a little helpless, like, oh god, this run's fucked. Like you could have enough runs where you deal with the you have enough runs where you die to the horrible avalanche of scorpions in Mega Bonk, and you're like, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Like it's just, I just needed to be way stronger sooner. But yeah, like I either am just winning or I'm just losing, and it's just not that interesting to me. Like the moment-to-moment gameplay, I'm not even sure how much I even should be developing strategy about like how to aim when, or what the optimum shot style is at any given time. Like sometimes I'll have a build that's like, oh, this character, its bolts should go through the enemies, and like, oh, so this character probably should pick the power that lets me have a crit chance whenever I hit an enemy from behind, because my shots are gonna skip to the end of the level and attack from behind most of the time. So there's like a little bit of strategy for a second, but mostly I just kind of like flail around shooting everywhere and just try to pick up all the experience. And I like have a handful of little builds I can make, but there's not that much variety in the balls and upgrades yet, even though I've been playing for like a while. And
I was gonna say, even if you're on level 4, there should be at least.
The gameplay doesn't feel like it's asking anything of me, so it's just like it's way less compelling so far than Mega Bonk was. Instead, it feels like it gets its hooks in you by having a Rogue Legacy style, like, you gotta upgrade this little base here, you gotta do all these different upgrades by getting all these different resources and stuff that make you get all these upgrades. So I'm sitting there and upgrading all the different buildings that slightly increase the scaling of each stat and so on. And so like I'm just picking my next run over and over again based on the maximum number of potential upgrades it can give me. So but that even further offloads the decision-making process a lot of the time. So like I just pick whatever character has to have a gold bonus on it every time, and then I pick basically I pick the either the highest level, if I haven't beaten it yet as them yet, or I pick whatever level has the most potential blueprints I can unlock left, because that's like how many new buildings you might be able to unlock. And they tell you which worlds have the most unlocks left in them. So I just pick the character with the biggest gold bonus, and then I pick the level with the most unlocks available, and then I just kind of autopilot through it. And I'm not really making decisions in that part of the process either, so it's just, it really is just like raw progress the game, and not like I'm really experimenting all that much or doing anything that interesting. It's strange.
Sounds like a lot more waiting.
I got my money's worth out of Bollock's Pit. There's some really interesting like character mechanics that you haven't unlocked yet that like it's just kind of like a surprising little like, oh wow, they went here, they like let you do all this, that's kind of neat. But then it does, like, by the end game you kind of realize like oh, this is what this game is, and it was kind of like, I'm good.
It's just like a progress engine.
Oh.
Mega Bonk was very fun for a long time, but my issue with Mega Bonk is that it doesn't feel good to succeed in that game.
Yeah, I agree. I know what you mean.
It's
like,
pure luck at the end. It's like that's what you depend on.
It's not pure luck, because you can do so much to... Or I forgot, you didn't know this, didn't you? You didn't think about this at the time, but like you can disable things so that they don't show up in your run. And you obviously know that because it tells you when you buy it, but not everyone considers that like, oh, that means you can heavily program how much stuff is even in the loot table, which means you can actually much more heavily weight the scale towards making a particular build happen. My problem is that you can't like have character-specific loadouts for that giant-ass rule set, and it's really annoying to sit there and read your entire item box. And it's like when I was doing that Athena Thorns build for like a month or two, I was not changing off that strategy. I was just doing one strategy every run for like 2 months because I didn't want to recalibrate my entire loot system. So I was like, I'm gonna keep doing this until I have the perfect, satisfying run that I think is as good as it's gonna get, and then I'll finally recalibrate the whole thing for a different build. So like that game has its own problems there. But no, my problem with that game is that at some point you hit the point where I'm at, where you have a high score that's like in the whatevers. I don't remember what the number scale is anymore, but like you have friends that have like 2 to 4 times your score, and you're like, but you remember setting your score, and you're like, that was like 20 minutes of me just getting bullied by ghosts in the end screen.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that.
Yeah,
like I like the part
that was kind of my problem too.
Like, I like
it
the
feels
part
like
where
you just basically are waiting till that.
They need some kind of faster way of calculating how well you did that doesn't involve waiting forever. Because like if you look at the leaderboard runs of people who set the like 1,000,000 point scores and stuff like that, those take hours.
Yes, yeah, they're just sitting there for hours essentially,
and it's not fun hours. Because they're not playing like the
fun hours.
Well, yeah, because the game as you experience it is the one where you run around in a field and pick up shrines and level up and make a bunch of choices rapidly and make a bunch of risk-reward decisions and mutually exclusive decisions and try to make a build on the fly. But then you just like stand around and get bullied by ghosts for hours, because that run is that part of the run, not counting the parts where you're frozen looking at the menu, are like maximum half an hour long. But your run can be hours long. And it's like, you gotta figure your shit out, man. You gotta figure out a way of handling scores that doesn't involve your entire fan base not having fun every time they have a good run. Like, the fact that there's... Because I was like, Megabonk is like enjoyed... I don't know how it's doing now, but at the very least, for a while there, I know that there was like an ecosystem of Megabonk YouTubers already where people were covering this game. Like it was Binding of Isaac and stuff, and getting a lot of viewership and just making daily Megabonk videos and so on. But like even those guys heavily edit their own videos because of how much of the playthrough is just kind of trash footage. And it's like, maybe it's time to reconsider the structure of the game. If its core gameplay loop just is, the goal is to create the game not being fun. Like maybe that shouldn't be how it works.
Megabonk feels like it kind of developed almost like a league level of kind of math-focused meta obsession that people will absolutely like throw a Molotov cocktail through your window if you touch it in a way that they don't like. And I do feel like at this point the creators are just like, this is supposed to be, oh god, why do people like it this much?
That is a little worrying, yeah.
No, I feel like a lot of stuff in Megabonk is like, you could probably install
I would get doxxed and murdered over it, but if it was my game, I would totally like completely retool the ending and just nullify everyone's leaderboard scores ever, because you immediately have to come up with a different way of coming up with measuring your victories that doesn't involve standing around for hours, which does mean the entire way that scores are calculated right now would have to go away. But like that system isn't fun. So like I hit the point where I'm like, I finally had my really good Athena run, and then I was like, in the moment, I'm like, yeah, wow, I'm lasting for a while. But then I think about doing more runs, and I'm like, I don't really want to... Like, my end goal is to just not have fun for half an hour or an hour afterward the run's over. That's my reward, is I have to just let the game run, but also kind of sit here and half-consciously play it, because I still got to run around and kind of, like, make level-up decisions or pick up loot a little bit. And just kind of move in a slightly conscious way that doesn't make me get killed prematurely by ghosts, because if you literally AFK, you'll kind of die faster in a way that's kind of hard to articulate, but you know what I mean? That's not fun.
There's a surprising amount of games, like I'm somebody who I've really appreciated having a Steam Deck, because there's a lot of stuff that like I don't want to have this...
I need to get a Steam Deck.
Like I don't like this game enough that I want to play it on my PC, because it's just like I don't feel like having to drop everything else, because it's just like a time commitment. But so it's really nice to have something where I can constantly like, oh, just like put this game on sleep and set it aside and pick it up whenever I want. There's a lot of games that I've played on the Steam Deck where I just find myself not turning it off, just setting it aside for an extended period of time. I'm like, that's weird to me how many games have a part that's like that. And Megabonk was one of those where I'm just kind of like, I guess I'm just gonna let the ghosts go for a bit. Like,
I could use a Steam Deck in part because when I'm just fucking around with these games in the evening, it'd be nice if I could like lay down in bed and just kind of like twiddle at these dumb games that compel me enough to poke at them at midnight for an hour before I go to bed. But my biggest point against playing them is that I have to sit here in this chair at this computer in like a semi-official kind of gaming setting, and I'm like, I kind of just want to like lay down and play a stupid video game in a more lazy position. I guess the real problem is either I buy a Steam Deck or I just order another one of that shitty sofa chair that I broke, which is much cheaper.
You could, yeah. I mean, I was gonna say
because it's in the garage now because I snapped one of the arms at some point. It just it finally broke after like a year because it's just a piece of shit. But like, I need a piece of furniture that lets me lean back in with a controller better than me sitting in this fucking computer chair the whole time. So I'm like, I was already here all day for work. I don't want to also sit here, like, with proper posture, playing good video, like, evening video game experience. But I could also use a Steam Deck because the guy I'm dating right now is trying to rest his voice. So when we hang out, he's trying to talk less. And so it's like I could do with like the ability to just like hang out and hold a video game and sort of just sort of like cuddle up around a handheld PC game. Because he got freaked out because he I guess he's lost some of his vocal range.
What is he? What?
Like for singing?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, the vocal cords.
Oh, for singing. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So he's trying to rest his voice for like weeks, but that makes it hard. That somewhat compromises the hanging out and chatting experience. So it's like, if I got a Steam Deck, I could just like hang out and play video. You gotta smoke cigarettes. It's terrible advice. Don't listen to Andrew ever. That trick only works for Andrew. It's weird that it worked for Andrew. It's fucked up.
I remember performing art friends, like, watching their diet because it's like some kinds of food are bad for your vocal cord. I'm like, oh god.
What? That's wild.
Stressful.
What is that? That sounds stressful. I don't like that at all. Okay. Slightly more consistent.
How much is a Steam Deck these days? I don't remember if I ever checked how much they cost ever. I was like, that sounds neat, but it's like the kind of toy that I didn't necessarily need. Wouldn't be the worst thing to have on planes. That's about.
So, good news. They're all completely out of stock. It looks like, so they don't even sell the fucking 256 gig anymore. That's just gone. So the 512 was 550, and then the 1 terabyte was 650. And then you could pay $80 for a docking station, which I'm assuming is just
stock.
Yeah, they're all out of stock.
So it would be easier just to get a Switch 2.
I don't even know if they would ever come back.
Switch 2
I don't even know if that's even possible.
Aren't these
Pocopia held up to, no, Andrew, I listened to the VOD and you kept saying Pocopia, and I am about to come over there and throttle you myself. It's Utopia, so it's Pocopia. I'm not doing this anymore. Sorry.
Pocopia.
They're Sculptulas.
Yeah, I don't even know if Steam Decks will ever come back.
You just blew right past that. He's like, he's not acknowledging this one.
Look, every time I pronounce words, it's
the number of Zelda players that I ruined because this happened to several Zelda people in my life, and also my entire audience all at once, is that y'all all grew up with Zelda, and you internalized some very incorrect pronunciations as little babies and never questioned them. And then me, a grown-ass adult, played Zelda for the first time and encountered the golden Skulltula, and everyone's like, wait, oh no, is that how it's pronounced? And it's like, yeah, it's a tarantula. The spider.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, it's a Skulltilla. I'm like, no, that's stupid. That might be more fun to say a little bit, but that's clearly not right. That's clearly not. It's clearly based on a tarantula. That's clearly what it's named after. I've met so many people that call them Skulltillas, and I'm like, no, it's not right. You're so
it's not
wrong.
Real. Who's gonna care?
So many people. Do you have any idea how much I've been corrected about the gender of Monster Hunter creatures?
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm sure gamers care. I meant like no one's gonna care if you mispronounce, like if you want to say it the wrong way. It's not like a real word. You're not gonna run into daily life and people are gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe you're saying that word wrong all the time. It's like, just
no,
it's a thing in a video game. You'll say it once,
you.
maybe twice. All right, that's fine. Good luck. All of my teachers tried. All of them failed.
Braver men have tried.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait. At this point,
It's wild that
I'm
products
confident
just
that
went away.
What do you mean?
They're just gone.
Well, yeah, we blew up the main. Well, not we didn't blow it up, but we like basically stopped the production of everything for no reason, and it's kind of fun, but also it's kind of annoying. But mostly it's kind of fun. Yeah, we just don't have access to like computer parts or plastic ever again. Well, at least for like 10 years. And that's pretty much forever. I mean, RAM is just gone. I don't think we'll ever have RAM again, realistically. I think that's going to cease existing.
I foreshadowed this by having that be the problem with my computer last time.
I think,
I don't think I even have new RAM. I think my computer just has RAM that we just like had on hand at the time to fix the problem at the time.
Yeah, what is... Okay,
I think that's when I came to your old apartment to fix my computer. I think that's the last time it happened. I'm trying to remember.
Correct, yeah. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. We won't have anything. I didn't realize it was all chips. Okay, so yeah, CPUs, RAM, GPUs eventually, all gone. Just, they won't exist for a decade?
Because of Iran.
Yeah, because we need the helium.
It used to be because of AI, but now it's because of the
Well, on the plus side, AI also won't have access to it, which means they can't build fast enough to maintain the fake bubble that they've been building.
So the entire economy's gonna collapse.
Yeah, so it was a really interesting idea, I have to say. Trying to hope that no one was ever trying to hope that putting a deranged lunatic in control of a military wasn't going to backfire on you to get less regulation. A good gambit, sir. Wasn't going to pay off, was never going to work out, but it was very fun to see that you thought that was going to be a good idea. Which I guess is consistent of like every tech bro is a college dropout, right? That's kind of just what you would expect. At some point, they're just not going to actually think things through. So, oh well, it's fine. At this point, it's going to be, I mean, you think about the idea of like not having access to computers and how devastating that's going to be for most modern businesses. Like the majority of the American economy is built on services. Like we are no longer a manufacturing country, we are a service country. So we develop a bunch of like software services, we develop a bunch of software. We are like, that's the thing that we export. That just won't exist. You can't fucking, who's gonna buy your software if no one can buy computers? Who's gonna buy your shit if the one thing you produce isn't accessible anymore? So again, very weird. I personally would not have made the choice to ruin that, but that's like, I don't know. It's a weird choice. It's gonna be like COVID all over again, but 4 times as worse. I remember COVID still. People were scavenging old desecrated laptops and trying to get all the pieces out of them as much as they could. They're like, we're not gonna get any more chips in. Everyone's dead. And now we're just not gonna get chips because all the resources are gone. Yippee! They were also already straining. I think Graham was already
like that I missed the original context, so now I just randomly glance at chat and it just says, Andrew is an outlier and should not be counted. And I don't know what the context for it specifically was.
For the smoking. That's for like the smoking fixing my voice.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. You're fucked up. You're on some freak shit. Where are my triangles?
This is how my body's built. What do you want? I didn't choose to have good body.
Where are my triangles?
Good body.
Where are my triangles, Summer?
Again, good body, and I'm just envisioning the salt shaker.
It is a good body.
There are now 1,000 science waiting to be taken to space, and I still need my triangles.
Cool. I did just send. It's on its way back with a bunch of stuff to help you make quantum processors. Let's make sure that there's requests for those ingredients. Yeah, we'll go with a good, like, you're gonna have 2,000 of these at any given time.
No orange. No orange.
So no head.
None. Yeah, I cannot get no legendary. God damn.
We literally don't have that. Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't been.
Oh, we don't have legendary.
We don't have that quality
okay,
yet.
never mind.
Yeah, you need to unlock
okay, never mind.
first.
That makes me feel better then. Okay, I was like, damn, I feel like this machine is so efficient. How is it fucking not producing any legendaries ever whatsoever? Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Feels good, man.
My pipes.
There's actually a couple of things that are hurting the Steam Deck in the future too. Is that, like, I don't know why. Well, I know why, but there's a very annoying push right now to do like age verification on operating systems, and so Steam OS is not really like built for that as a concept. Most operating systems are not built for that except for Windows, so it's kind of going to be a really annoying problem in the future soon. Trying to build anything that has access to computers, because you have to build age verification into it, is kind of like the goal here. And I just don't think that's...
I like that we never figured out how to stop all the data leaks from happening and then just started making it mandatory to give all of our information to said leakers.
Yeah.
Well, the problem was that we didn't allow... So after 9/11, we said the government isn't allowed to collect personal information on people in the easiest way possible.
Pipes.
So now we have to... So now we have to go through a lot of arbitrary ways to do it. And this is one of the easiest ways to do that.
There, now you got more heat pipes.
Realistically, Linux systems are not going to do age verification systems. What they're going to do is they're just going to say, like, fuck you. Like, it's an open source thing. There's no company you can sue. It's just it's code that exists in the wind. Like, there's no way you can, it's just like saying, like, Antifa's a terrorist organization. It's like, who's the guy? Who's running it? Like, if you can't point to a head of something, there's no way you can enforce policy on it. Whereas, like, Windows is clearly owned by Microsoft. Mac OS is owned by Apple. Linux is owned by everyone. Who are you going to sue? Every human on the planet? No. So, like, Linux is fine. It's just like, I mean, so unless Steam OS is owned by Valve, which means they would have to implement age verification in their system, which might be possible for them. I just don't know. It does create kind of a damper on the concept of using it in general, because it sucks that you would have to then you have to give an age verification up to a company that then you don't know where it goes. Like, I don't know. Right now, Steam doesn't really care, right? You can lie out your ass when you go to a page and it's like, are you old enough to view the ad for this? Like, yeah, sure. I was born in 1940. And they're like, okay, whatever. Like they don't care, but age verification would be more strict. Like you have to provide verifiable ID. It has to be uploaded somewhere. Like I don't know. I don't really want to do that for anything ever. So
Keith, can we get some modules in the cryogenic science stations just so that goes faster, more productive, whatever.
Let's see
more
here.
productive. Hey, your shit's
Yeah,
lazy,
definitely.
Keith. Get it to work.
As much blue science as we can get is going to be helpful. Now, that did kind of have the opposite of the intended effect, because you should go with a balance of productivity module, because the productivity module slows stuff down.
Do I even have? Yeah, I do have speed bundles.
Yeah, half and half is good.
This breaks the perp.
That's a lot. It's gonna take forever for that to get to peak. What if I'm
trying to think of what the most emergent use for quantum processors is going to be. Railguns are certainly a big one. I think we can get Andrew that railgun this episode.
I don't want to do math. Oh. Okay, hold on. So, if...
Oh, sweet. Railgun damage doesn't need cryoscience. That's awesome. Yeah, the Gleva repairs
Okay.
really work out in our favor.
I think 500 is fine. Yeah, because I think 250 is needed to make the higher quality. 500 would be... It's double, so that's enough to back up. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, that's what I'll do instead. 500 instead of 1,000. And then that will give me access to my supplies faster. I'll keep the other one at 1,000. We're never gonna use it. It's fine. It's fine. Oh no, it changed it. Oh no. Okay, that's what I was worried about. Who's doing that? Which one of you
Doing what?
fuckers? One of these machines is responsible for setting the amount, like setting how much is being requested from the buffer chests. And I can't figure out. I think it's you. Are you the constant? Yes, I think. But why can't I change your output? Who's setting you? Who is in charge of you?
The fusion reactor. End game power. These are as expensive as hell to construct, but make for the easiest power solution to replace nuclear power on Aquilo and space platforms. Who cares about Aquilo?
Yeah, the fusion power, I think we might not need to... Like, it might be overkill to put one of those on a space platform. You might be able to get away with nuclear, but we definitely... To help out Aquilo just for this last little push, it would be good to get some fusion power going on Aquilo. So once we get that researched, which should... I think once we've got one more batch of 1,000 science, we can definitely get both the railgun and the fusion power unlocked, which is kind of the last two new things we need to research. Don't tell Andrew that I talk shit about Foundation. But... yeah, past that point...
He doesn't want to make the foundation that lets you pave over lava.
Yeah, what the fuck? Think of all that nasty water we can get rid of.
I think does Foundation have to be... Yeah, Foundation needs fluoroketones, so you have to do it on Aquilo too.
The nasty water?
Yeah. Or not water, what is it on Fulgora? Whatever the fuck this shit is.
Yeah, it's water.
Is that water in Fulgora? Okay, whatever. Get rid of this nasty water. I don't want it here anymore. It needs to all be cement. What it yearns to be. We are denying it of its true happiness.
Railgun
Let
is
me
made
pave
of
paradise,
100 quantum processors.
Oh my god, that's a lot of quantum processor.
Yeah. And tungsten plates, which I don't think I'm being sent, because I think I'm being sent the tungsten triangles.
You should also have tungsten plates in the system. Let's see. No, we don't. What the hell? Yeah, this one's like not even being requested. I know that. Maybe that's just late on. Yeah, it's far enough along that I wasn't thinking about. And what do we do with those again? Let's see. Factopedia.
We've got to make railguns.
Right, so that's needed for
Your
railguns.
infographic is
right,
begging me to do it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll send the Aquila ship back over to Novus so we can drop off that cryoscience and get all that researched.
Okay, that should be good. So now we will have an unlimited amount of carbon fiber forever and ever and ever.
Are you proud of yourself?
Sure.
That's
all
nice.
Right, Vulcanus. Little guy.
Start on some enhanced storage.
But it's been a while, Vulcanus. How are you doing? It's still good. Okay.
Oh, do we not have these recipes yet? Oh, we haven't invented fusion reactors yet. Got it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No fusion.
Shitballs.
Yeah, that's like I say,
I know.
anything we can get happening more efficiently and on a larger scale on the Aquila right now is sort of the in-between, but we'll have those recipes for you post-haste.
We're working on it.
Shitbutt. Chat's calling them atmospheric Gregorian rubber chickens.
What?
That's accurate.
It's just the soundtrack of this planet. I get to listen to that the whole time.
That sounds nice.
No,
Oh.
it's not.
Oh. But what if it could be?
No.
Oh.
We've upgraded the concept of
there-
health.
Yeah, we have more health.
We have that science, and then our vitality just goes up, just like that.
It took us this long to upgrade our physical health.
It's like some Bloodborne forbidden knowledge shit. We gained insight.
I feel like something's wrong here.
We've lined our brain with eyes.
Why is this all backed up?
He may have eyes on the
He fucking
inside,
figures that
but
the
can he
one-
see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Oh my god. Just because I fucking figures that like the one FromSoft lore thing that I get like super invested in is the one that they never go back to.
No. God, have you seen that Plague of Gripes animation? Bloodborne, but it's all the cereal mascots. Ah, my power died. That's exciting.
Yep.
That could be bad.
It could be. Or
Let's see.
it's a unique opportunity.
Why is the power
What the
died?
fuck are these? What is the homium or the homium ore for? What is this used for?
Some epic assembly machines. That's fantastic.
Can you turn it back on real quick, power? Please.
What do you do with this fucking garbage? You just recycle this? Absolutely.
I assume
it
this
makes
happening.
fine.
I assume this happened because I put all those things in that machine, all the chips, and it like multiplied my
Fuck.
power consumption by 11 trillion.
Let's see. Your heat is up and good. There's no input fluid happening for the steam generators right now.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, was that... Were these storage tanks storing steam, or were they storing water? How are they supposed to get water?
Probably water. I think something went wrong.
Because, yeah, I'm noticing that there's, like, a heat pipe here, and, like, this... Yeah, this is frozen.
I just put those there
Oh, okay.
right now. Chug big waters.
What?
Okie dokie. I did it. I won the video game.
Whoa.
Put this shit back on the conveyor. Take it away.
How much have we stored here?
So that went wrong all the way back when I added these other things. When I doubled the number of steam turbines, I moved up one of the pipes, and I thought I saw this other pipe connecting to everything, so I thought it was fine. Apparently it didn't. So it just took that long to run out of the pipe in those two containers. Wild. That shit's crazy.
Okay, what is needed to make a storage tank? Iron and steel. Okay. What do I have in my pocket? Iron and steel? Stupid fucking idiot. Alright.
Let's play a guessing game. Win a prize. What's in my pocket? Okay, so otherwise power is largely doing fine. My accumulators are basically worthless because if they actually do start being used, they are consumed in like 10 seconds.
Oh. Love that for them.
We're discovering what railguns are. I should spy on one of my friends.
Don't
Look, it's
Don't
the
look at
place where Andrew sorts things.
Don't look at me!
It looks like a bunch of... looks like a Paramore concert.
What?
All these hands just
What are you
flailing
talking
around.
about?
Nothing compares
Wait, what are you
to a quiet evening alone. I'm telling your rarity flappy arms.
Oh, you're talking about the on Nalvis?
Yeah, it's gonna flap, 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 flap.
Yeah. Yeah, they busy. They got a lot of stuff to do.
Let's stare at Perp.
Alright.
Yeah, one thing that would be really good to get
Perp,
going
when are you
here,
gonna deal with
hang on,
those cliffs in the middle of the base? Those unsightly cliffs.
never noticed them as long as I've lived.
You've never noticed them?
I fly now, so
They fly now.
I guess we don't have any cliff explosives because the construction bots would take care of that, but we just never sent it over.
The more that Andrew paved over everything, the more distracting it is. There's just like randomly cliffs between the main base and the solar panel area.
Yeah, it's a bit of an optical illusion, isn't it? Kind of like Pokemon cliffs.
It's not. What's the illusion?
Well, it's just like dimensionality-wise, it's like how is you got a flat surface and then apparently a sloped surface in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, it's
There
like
you
a Escher effect.
There, I'm taking care of it. You want less rocks? I'll get you less rocks.
These perfect square. Whole original landscape is gone. There's just like perfect square land in the area here and there. Oh yeah, we got to be thinking about what game to play next when this is over.
Oh,
Something has to
I
go in
would
the
say
slot.
next session is probably going to be the last one.
Because we can't double up on
Whoa.
Final Fantasy to make it go faster because now Kaz playing tabletop on the alternating weekends. What weird freak shit do we go back to?
why is it gonna be freak shit?
Oh right, weren't we thinking about like, have they added content to Satisfactory yet?
I don't think so.
It's been like a year, hasn't it, or 2 years?
I don't know if that means there's anything added.
Games never get finished anymore. They just go forever.
They just get to a place where it's playable, and then the rest of it is just bug updates every now and again.
Look at Andrew's lava planet.
Yeah, Lava Planet's not doing much. It just kind of exists to export resources, and that's about all it does.
So many beacons, oh my god.
Yeah, it's really good at exporting stuff. Also got a lot of solar. A lot of solar. And Steam.
Like games like Minecraft and Satisfactory and Factorio that are in 1.0 for that spent forever in early access, they finally hit 1.0. And then they just keep making more. Like 1.0 was just kind of like a vague, like, yeah, I guess it's kind of done now, but not really. Like it's not finished, it's not over. It's just like, this is what we would call a full game, I guess. And then they just arbitrarily keep going. Kind of like how they said they were done with Terraria like 4 times already, and then they keep going back to make more for Terraria. So I feel like the audience of Satisfactory inherently is assumed probably that they're going to keep making more. Even when they did finally make 1.0 finally.
Let's check a roadmap. Do we have anything?
What's all this purple shit? This Ivanoo's shit.
Alright, so...
Why are you not getting supercapacitors? Probably everything is stuck on Fulgora, isn't it? No, it's going.
So it looks like the most recent addition, or most recent changes was on the 1-year anniversary of 1.0, which was September 10th of 2025. And that's it. Hasn't done nothing else since then.
So, what was the update? Sorry.
September 25th, they did a 1-year anniversary of 1.0. So they added some...
Internet seems to have turned off. Goodbye, Internet. Goodbye. Well. Oh.
Oh, I think... Did you get disconnected, Perp?
Nope. It was.
Okay,
you
so
guys
it's-
both cut off
alright.
on Discord too.
Yeah, it was the internet then.
Yeah, the internet
hiccup. Okay.
It dies a lot. It likes to do that.
You know what? I've been noticing that just generally internet has been bad lately.
I mean, ours has been, but it might just be because this place sucks. It might be us.
No, I've had the same issues been happening at a girlfriend's place, and she has different internet provider, but it fucking drops so consistently. Like, I think we're just running into like an infrastructural dead end with
That's
internet
exciting.
now. Like, there's just no. Yeah, well, you know, privatization always
Can't wait
ruins
to
everything.
find out that I hitched my career to several horses that are all gonna fall over and die.
Well, to be fair, everyone hitched their horses to the same, or everyone hitched to the same horses. So you didn't make a mistake. You just you correctly assumed that a thing that otherwise shouldn't go away is going to go away because stupid people have control of that decision. And boy, did they make some stupid decisions. Yeah, it looks like the only changes in Satisfactory have been cosmetic. So
Fuck.
they added some cosmetic decorations, and that's it.
Man,
Yep.
Fulgora's been through some changes.
Yeah, no other changes.
You really made this place your baby. Fulgora was me at my laziest. I was having fun, but it was also like, what if the planet was run entirely by drones? Almost every product, the solution was more drones, please. They'll carry it. And they'll be powered by lightning. Alright. Oh, the power's out again. That's exciting. Shit. What happened this time?
Yeah.
The water's out again.
In the
Shit.
flow of Willow, this is definitely where we're supposed to be unlocking fusion power, which should all be unlocked now. Yeah, it is. We've got those recipes.
Oh boy.
Oh wait. Hold
Oh
on.
boy. Oh boy.
Okay, we're sending the Aquila ship back over to you, so you should have, I think, basically anything you could want. The tungsten plates included.
My base died. Oof.
Once again, we were completely out of water, so
Yeah.
yeah. But we're probably gonna need. This is a tricky thing. You're gonna need to make like some solar panels just to hook up to specifically the ice melter. Because yeah, by this point, like everything else is going to suck the power out before that chemical plant can get what it needs. So
This is bad.
Oh wait, there is some new stuff. I
Oh,
guess
that-
they have a
oh, shit.
1.2 patch coming out. Okay, so Satisfactory has a 1.2 patch in experimental right now, so it's not like ready for. It's not like full release, but it is. They're working on stuff. Let's see. Upgrade the Unreal Engine version. Brand new game mode. Updating vehicles. There is now a toilet you can place that lets you respawn anywhere the toilet is. Okay.
That's
all right.
stupid.
Sure, but being able to choose where you respawn isn't a bad deal. That's kind of nice. Two
At
new
long
buildables.
last, the respawning toilet. The toilet that respawns you.
You can now build a pipeline T-junction and a crossbeam.
We don't need a... I don't think we need a breakdown of the bullet points.
And that's it. Congratulations. So, that's it. Yeah, it looks like they said that they're going to try and do more updates in 2026, but it doesn't look like literally anything else new has come out of it. So, it'll be a while. We'll have to figure something out. Okay, good. These are coming along great. Now I'm relieving the amount of garbage that is taking up space. Bogora is back. Bogora is back, baby! Okay. Crash train can finally go. Yippee. Oh. Oh.
Let's see.
Okay.
So Keith, this is one thing I mentioned at the bottom of the guide, but basically something you've probably never done before is you can click the little like orange wire in the hotbar, which is specifically for like
Yeah, I'm trying to do
rewiring.
that right now. The issue is I
Yeah.
don't have the components right now to make a smaller, shittier power cable to plug it into. I'm trying to make a cable. I'm trying to make a power pole that I can put in there, but I don't have the basic components because this is
which
a weird
one
planet.
are you wanting, like a small electric pole or like a medium? I think you should have.
I don't have copper cables.
Got it. Yeah, that's a problem.
I figure I need precise pole placement and not these substations that flood everything.
Let's see, are there any?
Without copper wire, I can't make poles.
You could probably get big electric poles. Don't reach very far. You could always.
They do not.
Yeah, they're just huge. So I have to rewire all of the local heat cables. Because they're 2x2. Because it has to be within a range of the melting station. I can probably tear these ones up specifically.
Don't do it!
That's probably fine.
Yeah, so now if you just make sure that that solar farm just goes to that one pole.
There we go, full core delivery. Okay. So I want now.
Just to be clear, green wire doesn't do power. It's only copper wire.
Fuck. We gotta slowly unplug every copper wire first.
Yep.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Chill out there, buddy.
Be nice if you had a different color wire you could do so you can tell them apart.
It's still struggling, but it's getting somewhere.
How do I choose? That's Fulgora. Where do I choose what Nalvis is sending me? Is it from here?
That's the neat part. You don't.
I don't think that's true. I think I can request stuff.
It's gonna be crazy when we switch to a different game because, like, I'll be at risk of the videos being watched.
Oh.
It's this is like the least watched thing I've ever made. And I could feel it. Like
sorry.
only a few hours into the beginning, I was like, "Oh, we're fucked." This game is. I literally can't talk during this game. It's just immediately like the most complicated. It's like watching me do my taxes. Yeah, the let's see. Oh yeah, the last episode has 209 views.
Damn.
Which is like astonishing. I didn't know I could get that low. That might be the least viewed video
sorry.
I've uploaded in like 5 years.
Sorry, everybody.
Not like, you don't have, it's not that you have to apologize. It's just the game and the vibe and the overall like the everything of it. It's just not the. You can't just go the way you can in Satisfactory with how like Satisfactory you can kind of just like tell always what to do next and just kind of keep working at it. And this one I genuinely, it takes so much concentration to figure out what to even do half the time that I can't even speak.
The Oxcast tried out a wacky space age couple of playthroughs where they were literally like playing a map that somebody else had started because they knew they weren't going to be able to figure it out, and then it was like that went nowhere. And I just, in a different Minecraft playthrough they were starting, there was like, oh, this Minecraft playthrough is actually doing good for a change, and it was just like, damn, Factorio just does not do good in any, unless you are the dedicated Factorio YouTuber.
Yeah, but also like the Factorio YouTubers, you know, on top of like talking like they already know what they're doing the whole time.
In real life, like
they also just frequently are like commentating retroactively over the playthrough that they've already recorded, and they're like, and that's heavily edited. It's like a kind of like Let's Game It Out, where it's like it's these like playthroughs that aren't really Let's Plays because you're not actually synchronously there during the gameplay. The commentary isn't coming from the person who's playing the game, it's coming from a later person who's the same person, but like it's not the same. It's just not what the Let's Play is. Chat's right also, like I don't see how that would improve things coming to a base like that. I don't see how they would, I don't see how that would go well for them at all. Let's unplug this and see if that helps.
Sometimes you just want to do like a podcast with your bros, but you need visual stimulation.
Well, it's just they ran into the exact same thing that, you know, Keith ran into, where it's just kind of like okay, we're on Vulcanus. What do we do? Like,
20 million.
What is happening?
Yeah.
So I think
It's part of the struggle is that
like,
the game, it's genuinely hard to tell what you should even be trying to do in this game most of the time. And the fact like they kind of just didn't figure it out as far as like having systems that are legible to players that you can refer to easily and kind of tell what to do next, because the most you have half the time is just opening the tech tree over and over again, but the tech tree doesn't really open into like a useful location every time you click on it. So you have to just keep, like, every time I open the research tab, I have to then scroll around and try to even parse where to even potentially look to get a reference point for what might be the relevant piece of progression that might matter amongst 5,000 like speed ups and stuff like that. So it's just like, it's so much to parse compared to like at the in Satisfactory you have like the main HQ and the MAM, and you just hop in there and be like, oh, we need this. It's like, oh, okay, I either go get that right now or figure out how to like scale it up or send it over here, or figure out why we're not making that yet. What's that made of? Oh, that's what that's made of. And you can just immediately click on a thing to just intuit very directly. You can express your intent into the game and immediately get an answer of like, oh, that's what we're trying to do now. Okay, where do I get more sandstone or some shit? But on a regular basis, I genuinely still do not have a system down for being able to interpret what I'm trying to do next in this game, basically ever. And just seems designed for people to like read about it somewhere, which is an issue I've had with a number of other games in the past, like games like Don't Starve. I remember playing Don't Starve with friends, and I was like, how do you play this game? And they're like, oh, you gotta read the wiki. And I'm like, what? Like, I was playing the librarian and I was just dying of insanity, and I'm just like, what do I do to fix my sanity? And they're like, buy a flower. I'm like, how do you put... I'm like, why do I want to play a game that I can't tell how to play at all? Like, there's so many games that teach you how to play them. And I don't even mean via obnoxious, tedious tutorials. Because, yeah, the question of how you get people to play games is one of the most important conversations about video games in general, about how they convey anything and how they... It's all important.
Yep.
On a regular basis, I also have people that always comment on my videos like, wow, he complains about tutorials, but then he doesn't know basic things about the game. I'm like, yeah, because tutorial's bad. If you tutorial badly, then congratulations, you will both have bored me and still failed to explain the game. There's a lot of specifics about how to actually convey how games do and so on.
Google is just, and like Google is what most game devs are going to rely on nowadays. Like, the community will fix it.
Yeah, no, I don't. I go in game makes sense. That was the breath of fresh air about Subnautica, was that it was a open world survival game that, one, didn't feel like a hacked together Garry's Mod piece of bullshit, but also and it also didn't disrespect my time like Ark. Oh, you feed the dinosaur some herbs and then you wait 72 hours and he'll like wake up. I'm like, what the fuck, in real life? But it's also like, I didn't have to constantly research outside the game how to play the game. Subnautica just was like designed to be played. There's so many games that kind of just aren't designed to be played anymore, and you have to like be plugged into the community and subscribe to 4 YouTube channels that explain video games to you. This was even my problem with Overwatch half the time, is like, what the fuck? I had to learn from outside sources that Symmetra's beam charges up from you holding it down on an enemy for a while. It goes through 3 charge levels of beam intensity. Why doesn't F1 tell me that on a Symmetra? It seems like an important mechanic to understand, and the actual tutorial for Symmetra doesn't really explain how to play Symmetra. It's so weird.
It's like,
games are hard.
well, it's a direct follow-up on the, like, it's rude to be bad at League, or rude to be bad at WoW. Like, stuff like League has just kind of anticipated
all the
hyperfixation on meta gameplay, and now they built that directly into the game, where like a character just tells you, like, use these items. Don't think about it. Pick these. Like, because everybody else is going to literally, like, cuss you out and like tell you to jump off a cliff if you're not, doing exactly what you need to be doing.
That's why
everybody's like, why did we even let you choose? Why did we make this an option? Yeah.
There's always a struggle when a game just tells you to click these buttons in this order in order to continue, and I'm like, I'm not really learning how to press these buttons. I'm just currently listening to you like a quick time event, which is different.
Can't believe you don't want to play a QuickTime event. What kind of gamer are you?
I played a game like that recently. It might have been Ball Pit or Pathologic, or it might have been one of the Let's Tries I recorded recently, but like there's something I played recently where in order to continue I had to press a bunch of buttons in a specific order to continue at all. But like the conditions that the buttons were describing weren't applicable yet. So the thing wasn't going to happen, but they were making me.
Yeah.
But they were still just making me click through them anyway, and then explaining a thing that wasn't happening right now, which isn't helpful.
I hate that.
Oh,
shit.
I think it was that furry XCOM game that I played that I did recently. It was like straight up would just explain a mechanic that wasn't happening yet, and I'm like, why are you explaining it to me then?
I don't think it needs to be. It's not that serious. I think that's good enough. Yeah.
I feel like Space Age made the "what do I do next" issue worse. That's the thing. I don't remember this being a problem in Factorio. Like, I don't remember how to play Factorio because I played it like 8 years ago, but I don't remember it being a massive struggle. I remember specifically it was a game I played in co-op with 3 other people, and we just kind of fucked around. Like, I was able to multitask and fiddle with it and also have chats and so on the whole time. It's specifically Space Age seemed to has gone so far off the rails with complexity, but also not really surfacing what you're doing and what to do next in a way that the game, I don't think, was that bad at before. I think it uniquely got worse. It doesn't make the game bad necessarily, it just makes it extremely rough to do a Let's Play of. And also not a game that I would personally play if I had to sit there and research how to play it constantly. I would be like...
When we think back to Marty talking about how so many of these additions were things that were already mods that were in the community, and it's like they've now just like baked it into the base game. It's like this is a expansion that is made for the community that's just going like, come on guys, we've had the rocket for like 5 years. What else do we do?
They really did go and hire fans. The scariest sentence in the English language. Just trying to slowly ramp up my solar panels.
Always hire fans. That's how you can get. That's how you get the good quality graphics.
Tighten up the graphics on aisle 5.
How else are you gonna get all of the characters looking hyper realistic and smooth, like makeup ads?
I love smooth women in my video games.
It's true. You don't
that
want
was the big thing about
those...
DLSS 5 or whatever, was that people were like, is this just the Aloy meme, but for real?
Well, I mean, who do you think works at NVIDIA?
A point that I heard a lot was that that a lot of the AI model stuff is trained on porn and actresses and so on.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's going to have an insane concept of what women look like.
We are fucking under attack.
What?
It's like the shitty like non-existent. No, not in Factorio. It's the shitty like computer play. Like you won't last 5 minutes.
I was like immediately getting ready for war, and I'm like, oh. But yeah, I mean, it is the most dominant amount of content on the internet. It is also the easiest accessible free content on the internet. Just, it was always inevitably going to be porn. The bigger problem to me is it's just not good quality. Like, you pick the worst quality porn to go after.
Not even furry. Damn.
can't. This isn't the right stream to like go off on just my frustrations with the kind of like furry AI porn that shows up on my feed. I'm just kind of like, what are we doing? Why do you, Danny? It's supposed to. It's just. I'm going. You can't stop me.
Damn.
Well, it's as like a personal, as somebody who just gets into the fandom space of like having OCs and just like hyperfixations and things that you just like, I'm inspired to draw this thing because it just makes me feel something. And it's just like every like furry AI artist, I'm just kind of like, do you like anything? Like, do you enjoy anything, or do you just have the kind of like lizard brain like my dick kind of get hard when I see this thing? I guess I'll just make 30,000 more versions of this and post that every day forever.
Yeah.
So why do you do this? Why do you continue? Like, what drives you?
Gooning. That's the gooner brain in action. It's hardworking, but worthless.
That's just the kind of, you have to understand, Andrew, I am the person that everybody would look at and like point and say, Gooner, like, look at his portfolio. You're such a and it's just like, I thought that I was the Gooner, and yet here we are. Like I'm the one looking at all these AI accounts and just being like, what? Don't you have like interests? Don't you do anything?
Yeah, they goon. That's literally it.
Everyone just looks at me and
I'm
they
not
say
joking.
Gooner. Insane sentence.
Who goons the gooner? Nobody. That's the problem.
To, like, make it. I have to stress that I'm like not even trying to come at it from the angle of like oh, you stole this person's art style. You did that. It's just genuinely. It's like what drives you to be like this? Like, don't you ever get bored? And I don't know. At the end of the day, it's like you look at just never underestimate how much like bad fanfic somebody can write. Only now that applies to like visual art too. Like when you see like a bad fanfic that just extends for 300 page like chapters in a year, and you just realize like now those people are allowed to like make visuals to accompany that.
I think it's just people have often lost what it feels like to experience something of good quality, and it's not it is both the fault of, but also will eventually be not fixed by, but I think it's like a lot of it is the fault of it is like democratizing everything. The fact that everything is accessible by everyone for everyone is problematic in a lot of ways. And I'm sure, it's just like a hurdle. It's like anything. I'm sure the printing press, is the same thing. It's like, cool, anybody can write.
Wouldn't have been interested enough to put in the time to do this themselves, but it's like now they don't have to really. It just whatever brain fart happens is that we have to deal with that now. We have to deal with every brain fart from every person all the time.
Yeah, the barrier to entry is so minimal now that the downside of this is that you get really shit quality stuff for free. And before it was a little bit more like, it was more gated. It was a little bit harder to do these sort of things. And again, it's not a problem. Like that's how it should be. Everyone should be able to do anything they want to do. The problem is that I don't think people are not. How do you say this politely? People are struggling to push themselves to consume better content because they are getting they feel like they are getting the same emotional reaction whether the quality of the content is bad or good. And so there's not an incentive, a self-incentive to demand or look for higher quality of things. They're just going like, I've got what I want and that's enough because now it's satisfied the need, and that's it. You stop there, and that's not how it should be. You should be striving for better all the time. And I think that is the problem that's happening, is that there's the drop off there is like, okay, well, I've gotten what I wanted, and then you're done. And it terminates immediately rather than going, cool, I got this, but can it get better? Like that's normally the next step. It's kind of like problem solving. A lot of people don't problem solve anymore because they go to like, I need answer. And then once they get the answer, it's over. Not the next question of, cool, I got the answer, but how do I not have to ask this question ever again? Like, you don't want to keep doing that path. You want to go like, cool, getting to the store means I get in a car and drive. That's fine, but this is a shitty solution. I would rather have a better one. What's the better solution? Oh, I don't have to go to the store now. I can just, whatever it is that I'm buying at the store is actually something I can have access to at home if I just did XYZ. Like no one goes to the next step of like that. There's no problem solving. There's no demand for better quality. The only thing I'm confidently aware of enough to point at for me is like anime, where I can point and go like, aha, I see where all of you are terminating. Like I can see the dead end you're going down because there's so many of this low quality. Like you can see like there's a lot of the same exact thing happening constantly of like, this is enough. I don't need higher quality. I don't need higher expectations from the media I'm consuming. This is enough to make me feel a good emotion. And you're like, yeah, but you can feel more than just this bare minimum emotion. There is better emotion you can feel, and you aren't looking for that. It's, again, like art is the same thing, or most things are the same thing. It's like when you eat food, eating a hamburger from McDonald's, it does sustain you. You have now eaten food, but you can eat better food. There is better food out there to eat. You can go find it. But like people will just stop there. They'll say like, well, I got the McDonald's and that's enough. And it's not like a hurdle of like, oh, I don't have enough money or I don't blah, blah, blah. It's just, you just stop at the need being fulfilled and you don't pursue more than that. And eventually that will happen. It bottoms out and everyone eventually gets tired of eating slop all the time. And that's why the death of fast food is happening. It's like, it's expensive and it's also not good quality. And people are like, what am I doing here anymore? This is a shitty way to get the feeling I'm looking for. I might as well just do XYZ, and that XYZ is a higher quality than what was once more accessible and easier to
seeing
obtain.
The arc of fast food being like, oh, it's not even cheap. That was like the whole point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because obviously the problem became like, well, fast food isn't profitable. You're not making much money off of this. You're going to make more money if you just own a bunch of land and put a bunch of buildings on it. And it doesn't really matter if you have good quality McDonald's because you let someone else take the brunt of that responsibility. That's why franchisees are so important. You're like, you dumb fucking moron. Why don't you open a McDonald's? And you're like, yeah, I want to do that. Even though McDonald's is a terrible business to open. Like, you don't want to open a McDonald's. It's a terrible business opportunity. But McDonald's makes most of its money by owning land that they then rent out to somebody to open a shitty McDonald's on. And they get money no matter what happens because they own the land and the franchisee has to pay rent to them. So they make money regardless if McDonald's is good or not. It's a win-win for them. So there's no incentive to make the quality better except for hoping that whoever owns the McDonald's wants to make the business better. But they don't because they're lazy fuckers who just want to make a quick buck off of McDonald's who already did the hard work of the branding. So like, yeah, it's always going to result in min-maxing profit, and that is going to always get you poor quality and more expense. It's like it's going to be more expensive and less quality. Okay, great. But customers are going to go like, what am I doing here? What the fuck? I'm not paying $24 for a Big Mac. Are you fucking insane? Like I'm not going to argue that, like, I don't know, Olive Garden is a good place to eat, but it's fucking way better than McDonald's and it costs about the same. So why the fuck are you going to McDonald's if you can just go to Olive Garden instead? Is like a weird thing to feel like as someone growing up when, like, McDonald's was a thing that even a high schooler could afford with basic, shitty allowance. And now it's a thing that, like, people who have full-time jobs can't afford. Okay, that's like what's happening with most art and media is just like everyone, you can get really cheap quality art no matter where you look, anywhere on the internet. And it kind of sustains the need that you're wanting. It's like, I want to goon. Here, goon. I gooned. Done. You don't have to think too much about it.
We're back to gooning. But you thought we were gone, but we're back.
Yeah, but eventually you're going to demand higher quality goon. You're going to go like, you know what? I'm not getting off to this shit low quality goon anymore. I need some real good fucking goon. And then
we're getting scary here. I don't like the way this is going.
I can't be having any more of this goon slop.
Yeah, goon slop just isn't going to cut it for much longer. I guarantee you. You're going to be like, I have seen so many of this fucking airbrush filtered photoshopped ass goon quality art. I'm tired of it. Give me some real quality goon in here. And then we'll be back, baby.
This
We'll
is
be
some
right back to where we should
low-grade
be.
Goon.
Yeah.
It definitely.
It'll happen.
I think a lot about Toaster's takes. I don't know why. Like I genuinely do, like, in just my spare time. Like Toaster is a raccoon echoing in my brain when I'm. Well, you know, when I watch episodes of Game Grumps, and I don't know why I do it, but I pick up that Power Wash Simulator 2, and I'm like, and I'm just kind of like, you know, I've got fucking like Final Fantasy 9 and like, all these
play
really
Power Wash
good
Simulator.
games that are on my
Aren't those
Steam Deck.
multiplayer?
They are, and
Yeah.
I would absolutely do that every once, like, if that's where this takes us, so be it. But at the same time, the toaster in my brain is
so
crying because,
be
like,
it.
holy shit, there is any other video game that is like a more worthwhile, like, personal growth experience that I could be having. Like, my time on this earth is finite, and I play slop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to play interesting and
I-
challenging games, and I mean that not just like in like physically difficult, but as in like they stimulate you and stuff. But also like sometimes there are some video games that essentially serve the purpose of being rest. And so
Yeah.
I don't think it's inherently wrong to play something meditative like Power Wash Simulator. That's
Co-op
basically
simulator
it's
games
like
in
the
particular are
equivalent of
like-
like scratching a lottery ticket for a video game. You're just like, I just want to slowly scratch all of this gray shit off this lottery ticket with a coin. That's what you're doing with Power Wash Simulator. And it's like, that's not inherently evil. It's like, it's a thing that you just kind of... It's like the video game equivalent of like a fucking like mandala or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Mandala.
No, I mean
You're
that's
just like, I
that's the
go
thing
in this
is like
digital space and I work out this thing, and the work is the work itself, and it's transient and then it's gone. And I didn't accomplish anything, kind of, but I was there for it.
I agree. I think that is and again, I think that's the overall problem. Is it's not that slop can't exist, it's that it can't be the only thing that exists, and eventually people will stop wanting slop in a way that is economically viable to make slop, and that is when, you know, like eventually it will
Yeah.
bottom out. And like say
It's
that's,
the
again, that's why I say
disappointment
like
of,
printing
when
press is a good
people
example.
just hit a point where they just watch Marvel movies and they don't watch anything else, and so they functionally don't
Yeah.
know other movies exist, basically, besides the latest Marvel and Star Wars and Disney. And so then they genuinely... The experience of watching other kinds of movies is like illegible to them. Like they don't get what's happening, or that it has a point, or that it might be saying something, or even what the like film language is when it's not Ant-Man fight Spider-Man. And like it's one thing to just watch that stuff in the context of like, I've watched a billion movies, and yeah, I'll go watch Star Wars, let's go. But then it's weirder when you just grew up watching this Marvel Cinematic Universe dominate theaters for over a decade, and that was kind of all you were watching, and you kind of didn't learn what movies were as a result, because one thing dominated stuff so much and it was just the easy choice, and you never challenged yourself. So now you genuinely, it's not just that you didn't watch the things that are all the Best Picture nominees, it's that you genuinely can't, because when you try to watch them, you turn them off.
Yeah. And that's why I say is like, that's what I feel like anime is like, I can watch it and see like, I can see why this is appealing to people, because nothing is being said. This is literally a nothing sandwich of a series. Like there's nothing here but filling the need for entertainment.
For anyone that's new here,
And
Andrew basically exclusively watches anime.
I can't relate to fake people. It's just really hard.
This makes
for
it sound
me,
like you're
so-
hating from nowhere. It's like, oh no, you only watch anime. So like this is the
I mean,
hell that you
it's-
put yourself in.
Correct, and I don't think it's like you're not going to be getting a better experience with live action statistically anyways. Like there are always going to be good live action media.
We'll see if that works,
but it's going
Purple.
to be it is smaller.
Well, sorry, were
The
you
pool,
intentionally trying to take that down to save on water?
Yeah, because we didn't have enough water to power anything, so I was trying to make the first ones work, and then
Let's
slowly
get some
trying to
more
ramp
chemical
up
plants
my
melting ice,
consumption
because
of-
okay, I see. You're ahead of
yeah,
things here.
I was
Sorry.
just scaling that up, acting like I'm just standing here doing nothing.
I was just trying to get the rocket to send up more shit, and I was seeing like, oh, everything's very slow.
Yeah,
How many of these?
I've actively been
if
working
we
on
can,
trying to make the ice consumption production go up. Yeah, once the
It's
space
really
is
interesting.
working again, we can potentially make the better power source. But the entire
Well, yeah, I'm
base
saying, like,
stopped
you've
working, so
started to
that
get
became the
the
next
right-
hour of my life.
You've got the right ingredients to start on that now. If we, let me just toggle these to see how much you actually need, and I can try and do the math on how much we'll need to send you. Because no joke, like a single fusion reactor and like a couple fusion generators attached to it will, on their own, power everything you have right now. Superconductors. Yes, you should definitely have enough to at least make like one fusion reactor and a couple. What do we need for fusion cells?
Oh yeah, you know the superhero with the superhero that had scabies on his ears, and so he bullied his friend to death. I showed you, Andrew.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have a 3-episode series now that's worth checking out. The Mao Maka
Oh.
Nappa or whatever it's. I don't know how to pronounce. But it's for Labirhin.
Mao Makan Apa.
The series is wild. It got a resurgence in my life today in that one of the voice actors was in the film crew that I'm working with for a film jam. So I had to wake up at like 7 a.m. this morning to do a multiple camera angle shot with a bunch of friends of this like scene we were doing to as the final filming scene for our film jam thing. And one of the voice actors from the series is one of the voice actors that in our thing. So I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go back and watch that again. And I went back and watched the episodes that are out so far. Insane series that you'll see. The 3 episodes that are there so far are unhinged. We're like, where the fuck are we going? What is happening in this setting?
The idea that like there is an episode 2 is also already crazy because the way that episode 1 ends is wild.
Did you watch episode 1?
I think so. Isn't that the one or is that just a pilot?
The thing
that we
I showed
watched?
you was a one-off thing.
Oh, okay. I thought that was episode 1. So that was just a random.
It definitely feels like there's similarities, but it's not the same setting.
Gotcha. Okay. Then no, I have not. I'll check it out. Here it is. Okay, there it goes.
Yeah, chat. I signed on to voice act in a film jam, and then got roped into sort of like editing / co-writing the script, and then ended up also being a camera for some of the shots, and also sometimes I'm a prop. I didn't play any of the. Yeah, I'm all the way back to playing a tree in the school play.
I love that. It's like I'm doing all these things. Also, I'm a tree.
Yeah, because sometimes you need to add an object to a level in VR chat. This is all in VR chat. I should have said it's the VR chat film jam. And so sometimes you need to add a prop to the environment, and so you do that by just having a player character that embodies that prop. And then you just it'll be like attached to your hand. And you have to pose it in a really specific position of what you're going for, and then with the radial menu in your other hand, you'll quote-unquote drop it, and that'll make it stop being attached to your body, and it'll just stay in a fixed position. And so you'll place a prop, and then you'll just stand there, because you have to stay. The rest of your body is invisible, and it's no longer moving with your body, so you successfully placed the prop, but you have to stay as that character model for the rest of the scene. Because if you change character models, the prop won't be there anymore. So you just have to be persistently in the instance while they're filming, so that they can film with the prop. So the other thing I was doing is I was using the emotes to do to be the clapper. Basically, is everybody had to sync up their lines. A little inside baseball for this stuff is that we already had voice acted all the scenes. And so our voice acting had been edited into vocal tracks that each player would play locally, because when they played it locally, it would play through their characters' mouths, and that would make their character in VR chat speak the lines, which we're not necessarily using the audio for specifically, but the it would make their mouth move in sync with the lines. So it's not that they're like they're not acting in sync with our lines in that they don't have to like say them all themselves and then have it like they're reverse dubbing or anything like that. Like listening to the dub and trying to act according to, like, they're not doing that. The mouths will happen automatically. They just have to they have to body act to the lines, but they don't have to actually act. They don't have to sync the words in reverse or anything like that. But you need to sync up like 3 different actors' vocal tracks at once, and so the way we would do that is I would launch an emote into the sky like a flare, and then everyone would simultaneously start their vocal tracks at once when they saw that, and then if we got a good sync, then the scene would play out well. Weird. Why not just create a world with that prop as a static object? It's a lot of work. In our case, we were having a recurring prop that the whole point was that it was showing up in a bunch of different places, and so it's much easier to just actually show up yourself at a bunch of different places. And having to customize a bunch of separate worlds for every single stage of this would be a lot of work. What's going on with the research queue? Whatever the fuck Perp feels like. I think
we're gonna get railguns. What do you want?
I think Perp's the only one that touches it usually.
Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to focus on things that'll be helpful for the final spaceship, and when that's based on whatever we've got cryo science wise, but we keep like running out of it obviously because there's just not a lot coming in at the moment. But so I'm kind of switching off between stuff that uses Fulgora science and then trying to use up the Gleba science when we get it, but we're way ahead on a lot of Gleba science stuff. I guess now we can do
okay, I think water's finally trending up. That worked out.
Awesome. It's just in time for us to make the fusion reactor, and then you won't need water anymore. But yeah.
Yippee!
Is this VR chat film watchable somewhere? No, because I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning to film it.
Yeah, damn.
So it's made. Yeah, I gotta make the movie after you film it.
Yeah, I will say these fusion generators, like, don't worry about making like a constant factory for these. You really just make these as you need them. You can just like hand stuff to them, because you're also probably going to need to repurpose some of these to make if you could make 2 railguns, one for me and one for Andrew, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
Once, not the turret.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh right. Wait, have we still not invented railguns?
We have.
No, we have. We do not.
Oh, there it is.
We have.
They need fluoroketone,
it's made
but
in
they
a
are
cryogenic plant. There we go.
What did you just? Fluoroketone?
Fluoroketone is like a liquid that you get on Aquilo. But yeah, Andrew, I will walk you through a little victory lap to...
A little victory lap.
Just to enjoy the possibilities. It's like not something that we really need to do. It just feels good. Like I said, it's like the Mandela effect.
I love that.
It's not like the same thing. The Mandela effect is not
what?
We were just...
Yeah, that...
It's like the Mandela effect. No. Incorrect. I award you 0 points.
No.
It's like the Mandela effect. Oh my god. That was stupid.
Some people play Power Wash Simulator and some people shoot big worms with railguns.
Is that the Mandela effect?
No.
Yep, that's I looked it up in the Urban Dictionary, and that's what they said.
It has nothing to do with Nelson Mandela. It's also Mandela
What if it did,
effect. The Mandala and a Mandela are 2 different things.
Amygdala effect?
The amygdala effect. Do you know what the amygdala is?
We will have eyes by the end of this,
No.
Andrew.
I definitely don't. Let's see, what is the amygdala? It is a thing in the brain.
Yeah.
That it is.
Oh, thing for the emotions. Okay. Trying Primary role in processing of memory, decision making, and emotional responses. Okay. That's wild. How do you even like? I guess you just take that out of somebody and see what happens. Is that how you figure that out?
Jesus.
Let's see. How did we figure out what and
It's my interpretation of you going, let's see.
wait a second.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming there's more to it than that. Okay, hold on.
More to what than what? I can't wait.
It says the original way that we figured out what the amygdala was through a combination of lesion studies in animals. Well, basically what I said, like they just removed them from animals' brains and saw what happens, and just were like, ah, that's what that does. But that's not very useful at all, because not all brains are made the same. We can't just presume that because we did that through animals that it's like, ah, yes, it must be like us. Like that's, I would hope that we have a little bit more to it than that. Like there's like we did cut out human brains and did this, right? Like we figured this out that humans are the same way.
So this make me feel insane. The fusion reactor, the fusion generator, and the railgun all require the same ingredients.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just copy pasted one box 3 times to request the ingredients. I'm like, what?
And
Handy.
you will also need fusion cells for the fusion generator.
Shit.
Those are cheaper, but they still need a cryo thing. Okay, so I'm setting up railgun ammo over on Vulcanus.
Okay.
The number of times I have to type a word in because I can't find it. Oh, I don't have any cryogenic plants. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, probably would be smart to upgrade.
Probably
these.
making more over here still, I hope. No, I'm not. All right. I need refined
God.
concrete.
You need what?
Oh, there's some in this
Refined
box.
concrete. Andrew is triggered. We've got 300 refined concrete coming over to you right now.
If you need concrete, I got you. How much you need? I'll send it to you right now. I've got some on Fulgora, I got some on Nauvis, I got some on Vulcanus. Where do you need it from?
Plates. I have some, it turns out, but yeah. Probably use more, because I don't think I can make it here. Remember correctly?
Yeah, not really. And when that arrives, if you could send those railguns up, that'd be awesome.
Let's see.
Wait, fuck is my plastic? There it is.
1 railgun. 2 railgun.
Hmm.
Contents of the railgun. The railgun's too heavy.
Oh.
Single railgun is an entire rocket ship, or
It is.
oh Jesus Christ, that is such Factorio bullshit.
Delivering
Fuck off,
1
devs.
railgun to space.
It's a ton.
Gee,
So we're
really?
just gonna carry those.
Really?
Yeah, even though it's like rifle that you're gonna hold.
Yeah.
It needs an entire rocket to itself.
Okay, well. Sometimes the price of perfection is heavy.
Railgun damage is...
Second rocket going to space with a second railgun.
Okay. Sending down also some more tungsten plates so you can make more fusion things.
Fusing makes me feel good. Alright, there are 2 railguns in space.
Nice. We have quality means that we've now got like highly upgraded thrusters as well as some storage, better gun turrets. We don't need any asteroid grabbers, but we do have those on the next ship that we'll be making. So some faster crafting. It's basically we can do shit faster now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ah, these cells require
I love doing shit.
ammonia. That is new and different.
You're on Fulgora, Andrew?
Yeah, my body is on Fulgora.
Okay, yeah, your physical.
That's the kind of game this is now.
Uh-huh.
Chromium and
How do you hold a railgun when your body is a pillar of pure light?
How do we see if our eyes aren't real?
Oh. I don't like that question. Get a new one.
Oh, I just took psychic damage. Ah!
What?
Every now and then, I remember the H-Bomber guy Flat Earther video. You know the one.
You know the one.
You remember?
Play the clip.
So, for all of the fans at home that remember H-Bomber guy's Flat Earther video, remember the guy that's like, what does this look like to you? A lunar lander or a homeless tweaker shelter? And he has a shirt that says that on it. He just shows people the lunar lander. And he's like, doesn't it look like a homeless tweaker shelter and not a lunar lander? And he's like coming up to people in the store and bothering them and about his shirt. Selena, help. All that stuff from that video. Go away. Have a nice day. You're disturbing our guests. And all that stuff from the video. That was our mall.
What do you mean, our mall?
When I lived in Modesto, that was our mall.
Oh.
That was a coffee shop that's local. Those are all local stores. At first glance, I didn't think too much of it because I'm like, malls just look like each other. But then I was like, at one point I watched it with Stephanie, and she's like, that's Queen Bee. That's our mall. And I'm like, oh no, it can't be. And it's literally our local mall that when I lived there. That whole fucking sequence, I could recreate all those shots if I wanted to. I could check.
That's very funny.
I could go to the Queen Bee and get a nice coffee and see if that exact employee works there, which it seems like it might be a sort of a mom and pop type place where it might be the owner for all I know. And I could ask them if they know that they're famous.
Oh God.
I'm pretty sure someone's already done that.
I don't know. It'd take work. They'd have to know it's Modesto, which I know, but not a lot of people know. It's like I know exactly who's being harassed in that video. It hits me. It just hits me again every time I watch the video, and also which I do a lot, and also just every now and then it just hits me at random because I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
They know. Oh, do I not? I don't have anything that needs upper. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing with all this copper. Let's get it out of here, actually.
I should go there. I should go there on the way to LVFC.
What?
Just go to
We
Queen
should
Bee.
stop by.
Yeah, just have a coffee. Supposedly he like
dropped
really
the
likes to eat raw
railgun down to
meat
you,
and
Andrew.
stuff. And it's like,
Ew.
You can tell I've seen that video too many times because I was quoting the bystanders.
Oh, do I not? Wait, did I not tell? Oh, now I'm wondering, did I not tell it to grab them? Is it not grabbing? Doesn't look like it is. Fuck. I don't.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how to do rockets because I forgot for a moment. I'm stupid.
They are weird. The whole like weird request network stuff that happens there. Am I out of pipes on my entire planet? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Can I make pipes? Okay, I do have some iron plates. Oh. That was going to upset me.
Okay, so let's see. So it's at Fulgora right now.
It's always surreal when you go from like you're used to the idea that the stuff you see online or on TV and the stuff that exists in real life are like two different realities, kind of.
You know,
Like, you know, they're not literally different realities, but you just kind of don't. They don't cross. You just don't see the same things in both. So it really fucks with me when every now and then I'll be like, you'd be like watching Zodiac, and it's like, oh, there's my hometown. My hometown was in the serial killer movie. Or like I'll be watching a random season of, I think it was also the Zodiac or something like that, but it was in the American Horror Story. There's like people getting, there's like this weird surreal bit of like, those are some really interestingly familiar rolling hills of golden deadish grass around a lake. That looks really familiar. And then the subtitle pops up. It's like Lake Berryessa, California. I'm like, ah! Wait, that's where my family always went. What the fuck? That's so local. It's freaking me out. Create fusion cells. Bitch.
Yeah, I do. I think the prison in our hometown was really funny. I think there was so many. What is like so many misconceptions about it locally, and then anytime I would see it exist in media, it was always a lot different than what I had been aware of from like just being near it. Like I feel like I never. I mean, one, I do distinctly remember like the one main thing was I remember people would always be scared of prisoners getting out of there and then running into town. I remember that being a thing. I remember that being the stupidest thing I could think of like, why would they? Why the fuck would they run into town? Like, you think they're just gonna run into the nearest town to do what? They should be trying to escape, like not go to some dude's house or something. Like they're not.
Yeah,
they're not gonna get very
idea that
far.
it's like it's going to happen often enough that that's going to be a significant impact on people's quality of life. But
There was
Lord.
It was also
you would hear pretty frequently about the
No,
idea that somebody
they break out.
escaped and like broke into somebody's house and stuff like that.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that one, there was a lot of breakouts that happened at that prison. Not like it wasn't consistent, but it like over the time that me and you had lived there, there had been at least like I think 4 to 5 major breakouts. In all of those instances, they never came into the town, ever, because they would always immediately book it to the next town over. Because, of course, the first place you'd fucking look for an escaped prisoner is the town it's directly in front of.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason why you would run into the town where the first place you would be looked for is the town, who is immediately alerted on highest of alert. However, I will also say, you're kind of fucked no matter what you do, because the next town over has a fucking Air Force base in it. They're going to catch your ass real quick. You're not going to escape. Like, this wasn't a stupid design decision. They put it in that spot for a lot of reasons.
Going to the elementary school that was just in line of sight of the prison.
Yeah, that was very, and we would get the same food as them. It was the same fucking food. So annoying, so fucking annoying. I hated that. You could see the dumbass fucking, yeah, you could see the stupid food truck go to our school, drop off the frozen shit that they would, like frozen pizzas or whatever, and then it would just drive across the street and go to the fucking prison. Because, like, of course it would. Why the fuck would you feed us better than you would feed the prisoners? We are in the same situation. We both have barbed wire fences blocking us from leaving. That we are both in prison. We are just treated a little bit better by the people that manage us in different ways. Like,
Andrew was
we
obviously
did not have
the
barbed
elementary
wire
schooler
fence at
way
elementary
ahead of
school.
That's true. When we went, it wasn't that bad yet. If you go to that school now, it is indecipherable from a prison. They have, and it's like, they have the fences with barbed wire on it at the top, pointing inward, so you can't escape from it. As if for some reason the kids are climbing the gates. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, it is. I don't know. It's just, God, the U.S. went bananas post 2001. What a crazy fucking.
What the fuck school does this guy go to? An American school.
An American school.
In America.
The town I literally was born in and raised in for like up till 3rd grade of my life. The high school there had a literal guard tower, and the only way to get in was to pass the guard tower. And there was like people in that guard. There were like metal detectors at the walking entrances, a giant fucking industrial gate all the way around, and then a guard tower in the center with active armed police in it, just at all times monitoring it. Like, that was a high school. Maybe this is a thing that doesn't exist in the Midwest because nobody lives there, but like Western America. Well, look, Midwest is huge. It's sprawling. Nobody wants to fucking live there. Nobody does fucking live there. And so it's more likely that you're going to have not normal, but very like schools that literally couldn't afford a gate if they wanted to. Like, these are schools being given like $5 in a dream. Whereas like schools on coastal states have a lot of money and also hyper paranoid parents. People being spoon-fed so much propaganda about fear of their children that they are ignorant to the actual fear or actual risks of their children. Like, their children are in like a lot of risk, but they are protected from all the things that they're not a threat to, that they're not being threatened by. That's just, at least that was my experience in it, because I mean, it was not
oh man, I remember getting scared by my parents so much about like vans. They're gonna kidnap me off the street.
Yeah.
Growing up,
I had experiences with that. I encountered a guy, like a what was it, like a child molester that tried to kidnap me and my sister. Dumb fucking guy. I cannot believe he pulled out the most obvious shit in the book. He was like, hey, can you help me find my puppy? Just get in my van. I was like, no? You think I'm fucking stupid? Tell me what the damn dog looks like. Fucking idiot.
You can't even describe a dog? You must be lying.
I was literally like, show me a picture of the dog. And he's like, well, it looks like this. I was like, okay, cool. Show me a picture of the dog. You don't have a dog? You don't have a picture of the dog? Like, you are literally driving around looking for this dog. Have a picture of it. What does it look like? You can't just say beagle. There's billions of beagles on the planet. Where the fucking describe it? Meanwhile, my sister's like, we have to help the dog. No, we don't. Fuck the dog. I'm not gonna go help a dude find a dog. Like, if he needs to show me a picture of the dog, and I'll tell him if I see the dog on my way home. I'm not getting in this fucking dude's car and driving around looking for a dog for him. I'm sorry. Do you think I run a community service center? I gotta go home. I've got games to play. I don't have fucking time for this shit. Like, tell me what the dog looks like. I'll tell you if I see it on my way home, and that will be good enough. Nope. He was very insistent we get in the car with him. I was like, okay, well, hope you find your dog, dude. Bye. I'm not getting in there. And then I remember telling my mom that, and she like freaked out. I was like, you have to walk a different way to school now. What do you think he's gonna get me again? What the fuck? I was like, what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna be like, there he is again. I'm gonna try a different tactic and get him.
You gotta walk a different route to school now.
I was so mad. What a fuck. I hate this stupid fucking. Swear to God.
That'll fix it.
That'll fix it, yeah.
Insane takeaway.
Honestly, like the two things I regret is one, I should have just stood up and said, this isn't a problem. I shouldn't have, like, if I just didn't have to take my sister home after school, this wouldn't have been a problem. Because I had a bike that I rode my bike home. But when I had to walk her home, I couldn't ride the bike because she's so fucking stupid she couldn't ride a bike. So I had to walk home with her rather than just ride a bike, which would have been easy. So I wouldn't have got stopped by a guy in a car because I would have been fucking booking it on my bike. And I would not have stopped my bike for a guy in a car yelling me down unless it's a cop car. So problem solved. But no, I was like, okay, I'll take a different route to school, and I had to walk. Do you remember okay, you'll know this, Keith. You know the route I took to get to
I don't have a
like
full reason to believe this, but on some level it feels ill-advised to just like actively explain where we lived. Like
no, I'm saying that like
the address.
I'm saying, okay, so the not the address. I'm saying the way that you went to school. You know that main road that you crossed over to get to school. I know where you were. You just basically would walk. You would walk straight and then across a busy intersection, and then you're at the school. That's like the way that you would get to school. It's like, you know, obviously there's more details there, but you're just walking down one street, cross a four-way intersection, and then just keep walking straight, and you're at the school. That's literally how you got there.
I get where you think because I didn't live there back then, but yeah.
Oh, okay, but yeah, so that's that road. I had to take that road to school instead of the road I would take, which is like a 5-minute walk, essentially, like 10-minute walk to home, which was deeper into the actual residential area. So instead, I had to take a less safe route, which is by a really busy intersection with literally no fucking homes nearby because it's just a road with a bunch of the fences for the homes pointing to it. So it's just a busy road, no houses looking directly into the street. And that was the safer route to take. I was like, this is a way more risky route. People can literally now just drive up and nab me, and there's not a single person nearby who could see that happening. What the fuck? How stupid are you? How is this hard? It cannot be this hard to parent. You gotta get your shit together. Like, wild time. Anyways, no other threat ever happened at that elementary school. Except for, I guess, whatever threat kids could concoct against one another. But
the most dangerous
so
game, man.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, going to school, kids are the biggest risks to other children, not like adults. Adults pose a very minimal risk. Still risk, but very minimal. Usually it's more authoritarian risk. Like the teachers will be kind of abusive to the children in not like outwardly physical or emotional ways, but usually just through like power tripping. Those are more of a risk because those will create not disenfranchised. They'll just create bitter kids. Kids will be mad. Oh no, how did this break? What happened here? Are you not putting...
That's exciting.
Oh, because you're full up. Okay, so then... But you don't have that. Okay, so then I need to... Fuck. Are you also... You're
Watch out,
not.
he's
How are
gooning.
you not grabbing these? I would have gotten away with it too. Oh, that's low. Wait, why are you even here? Get out of here. Okay, that's better. What do you have? Oh my god, there's so much ore. Get the fucking... Okay. What do you have? Okay, just get these two out of here. If you want, you can put more there. And then I need another one of... Okay, so then... Fuck. Oh, I did this wrong. I did these all wrong. Why did I do that like that? Wait, doot. Okay, yeah. Okay, hold on. Doot.
You goofed them.
Doot. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. It's fine. I'll fix it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Problem solved. I will say, I'm trying to think. I don't remember there being, I think like post. Yeah. I'm trying to think now. One thing I will say is I don't remember there being a lot of drills growing up. That was crazy to me that there's like so many drills now. It's like so consistent that there's threats to schools at all times. Where I do remember growing up in like
the active shooter drills.
the most, not even just that, like they're like post 2001, there were so many bomb threats, gun threats, strangers on the campus threats. Like it feels like schools got way less safe the moment we were a lot more aware of being safe. Like the moment we were vigilant about safety, that's when safety plummeted somehow. Like I don't feel like I remember middle school or elementary school having nearly as many drills or nearly as many lockdowns. Like I remember once, like post 2001, high school, like middle school and high school had a lot of lockdowns. I remember that happening a lot more consistently. Especially bomb threats. Bomb threats like were a big thing for a while. That was like the thing to do. But I think once yeah, well, I mean, it's still consistent. Like people still do bomb threats, but I think it was like
trending.
It's just not as. It's not as. What's the word? Like it's not as lucrative anymore to do bomb threats because they will just find your ass quickly. Like before, you could actually get. You could be more
lucrative.
Yeah, because the goal of doing a bomb threat is to like be disruptive and cause problems for people, and
Yeah,
that
I think Lucre
was
specifically refers to making money.
I don't know what they're doing it for. Maybe they're doing it to make money. Okay, it was a lot. You got a lot more reaction prior than you do now, because now people go like, okay, we go on lockdown, but we're just gonna call the FBI. They're gonna come to your house and take you away. Like, it's way easier to get caught for doing bomb threats than it used to be. So that was a lot more of a go-to, and now it's just like the medium is usually gone now. It's like during an obvious heightened amount of scrutiny of something, you'll get some bomb threats here and there, but usually those are like, they taper off pretty quickly, because again, we take them so much more seriously in like we have way better systems and tools to detect people doing that and punish them faster than when we used to have, when that was like a thing that was going around more consistently. Whereas, like, so, you know, during, obviously, if some guy is like, hey, this people did XYZ, culture war, fight them, then you'll get a lot more bomb threats. But all of those will result in way higher punishments than bomb threats used to be when you would do it earlier, like before the 2010s. It used to be like, oh, you did a bomb threat and a school shuts down or whatever, like a building shuts down, and then, you know, people get upset and they'll try their best to get you, but it's like up to the local police, and maybe they'll do something. Usually they don't. But now it's like you do that and it's pretty quick that the feds just like show up and know where you live. Like internet is just so silly now that you're fucked. Like, the moment you make a call like that, they're gonna get you. They'll just snap their fingers and they've got like every possible route to come find you. So it's not even, it's just, you might as well, like, you might as well just go through the extreme now. So it's like, most people don't do bomb threats, they just do active violence to people. Which is not better, but it is, like, that's kind of, you don't, there's no like safety option.
A blessing that the series is like the less viewed thing that you've got.
Yeah, there's moments where Andrew could literally be saying anything while I'm trying to figure out how a fusion reactor works, and I could just like have my life ruined.
I'm not being positive about any of this. There's no like promotion here. Like, do this. This is a good idea, bud. Like, I'm telling you that, like, historically, these are
happening anymore.
These are things that are wild to me because I didn't have to experience them growing up. So it's crazy that they are more commonplace now than they were when I was growing up. It's like wild to see that escalation happening. Whereas, like, having like the boomer moment of like, when I was a kid, it's like, yeah, when I was a kid, this wasn't a problem nearly as much. And it's wild to see that it not only is, but also is just seemingly not being fixed in any meaningful way. So it's like, cool, you just have a problem now. This is just a normal way of life. That's wild to me. I would not be happy as a student. I would not be thrilled that this is like my day-to-day. I do distinctly remember that every time there was like some...
I don't know if this is a California thing. I've just heard that throughout.
It's not a California thing.
As far as I've heard, just throughout the United States, there's been a constant thing of like, pretty much the whole decade after I left high school, I constantly heard about the horrifying amount of like active shooter drills and stuff like that that are happening in schools all the time, and like the changes to the architecture that happens in schools. Like there's high schools that have like concrete walls that stick out perpendicularly into the hallway, because those are actually more sources of cover that students could use in an active shooter situation, so that they don't have long hallways that you just have to run straight down and get shot. There's like a bunch of like perpendicular pieces of cover sticking out of the walls along the way and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's a terrifying thought to think about. And I'm only learning about that because of like Jacob Geller explaining this stuff in a video about Call of Duty.
That is wild. I just don't... Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine having... Like, I only distinctly remember one active shooter... not drill, like active shooter on campus in high school, and that's it. Like, it was a one-time thing. It was quickly resolved. Like, it was pretty much, a dude showed up on campus, cop took care of it, prom done. There was no like
Like no one got hurt.
We didn't do
it
drills
was like a
about it.
weird,
Yeah.
suspicious thing.
Yeah,
It was less an
just-
active shooter
it was
and more
like-
like, what the fuck's that? Everybody stands indoors. Here comes a guy.
Exactly.
It's gonna
Yeah, there
address
was.
that.
We weren't boarding up the windows. We weren't like panicking about it. It was mostly like, man, what kind of asshole would do that? But like now it's an actual, like not now, but like it's probably a lot more scary now than at that time when it was just like most people reacted in a, okay, well, someone's gonna handle it. It's just everyone get under the desk, don't go near the windows. We're gonna lock the doors. It's okay. But now it's like you have to train for this shit. Like that's crazy to me.
Chat says Chat says I live in the Midwest and none of this was an issue ever. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure
I
this
just
is
explained this. Nobody fucking lives there. Like what?
No, I'm saying I'm pretty sure it's a countrywide thing.
It was
Yeah, but
interesting to me. Like I went to a private school, and it was definitely there was a lot of talk about like
it became
but they
daily news that there was another mass
That's the
shooting
thing, they never did
of
drills
another
at my
school being
school.
shot up like constantly in the United States in that
Yeah,
decade.
did we start?
And that is the unfortunate, like, it definitely, I'm sure a big part of that is just the contentious, like, depending on the political vibes of whatever part of America you're in, there's probably a bunch of people saying, like, we don't need those. No, we don't need them. Like,
Okay, yeah. So obvious fucking horrendous uptick. So you can see from like 2001 to 2010. Okay, so 2004 was probably the worst year between 2001 and 2010. 2004 had 21 shootings, and that was pretty bad. But like otherwise, 10 was about the max. Since 2010, 26, 35, 22, 20, 43, 61, 21, like holy fucking shit. What is going on? like it's gotten out of control. It's very obvious that this was not nearly as, I don't even know what the correct word there is. Popular? Like what the fuck how do you describe this horrendous uptick in shootings?
Very carefully.
I guess at this point, just like
very carefully.
just like
analyzed.
government. At this point, it's just like negligent.
How did we end up
Negligent.
here?
How do you? Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize it was that obvious. Like you can just see how quickly it escalated. I wonder what happened in 2004. What was going on? Why did we get 21 in 2004? Something happened? 2004.
I remember when I was in like 6th grade, and again, in, like conservative Catholic school, the teacher was telling us that it was because of all the goth kids. The goth kids are the ones doing this. And I was like, no, it was actually like the rich kid. Like, I'm sorry to let you know that the alt culture is not your convenient target to pin all this on.
Pinning on the goths is wild.
Is it though? I mean, they are I guess in that context, they are the most obvious other because most.
Well, yeah, because you always. It always gets pinned on whatever like vaguely leftist or thing is nearby.
It's mostly just one of those moments that like I kind of want to like teleport back in time and just kind of like, I don't know, just like apparate into the room, just be like, shut the fuck up, and then go out. Like, just, it's like, wow, how dare you like tell that to a room full of impressionable kids? Just like,
because you could have,
they want to shoot you.
Yeah, like you could have incited violence against a specific group of people that didn't do anything. Yep. Damn, that immediately started producing as much power as the rest of the base.
Yep. Awesome, you got it up and running?
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out why it wasn't working, because you can't use a pipe. You have to attach them directly, apparently.
Yeah.
Wait.
That was really confusing.
Does that work? No. What the fuck? How did you even do that?
Yeah, so this is the really good part where it's like now you can essentially just deconstruct everything that's related to steam power, and then like that opens up all that space for whatever else you need to do. But at this point, there's not a whole lot else you need to do.
As long as the base never shits itself to death.
Andrew, if you pick up a railgun, you can go to Vulcanus and do the thing.
Where the fuck are the railguns?
After this conversation, you're gonna tell Andrew to pick up a gun?
Yeah, like, inconvenient timing, but I'm sure subconsciously this is kind of
I would.
one thing leads to the other.
I'll have you know, I am not the violent type. I've only been in one fight in my life, and that wasn't even a real fight. Okay, that's great. Where are the railguns? Where are they at? Bring them
One
to me.
should have dropped down to the space platform on Fulgora. Me.
Okay.
Use the space
I'm running. Run. It's up
I
here.
don't see it in there. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Oh, wait. I have to go to. Why'd you bring it to
You have to go-
Fulgora? I gotta
go
go
to
to
Vulcanus.
Vulcanus.
There's
Can I
nothing to
carry
shoot
the gun?
on Fulgora.
Can I take the gun with me to Vulcanus?
You can put it in your weapon slot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I need to make more lithium
What
plates or my
ammo do
base
I
is
need
gonna
for this?
die.
The crystal?
I've made ammo on Vulcanus already.
Oh, okay, cool. Is there anything on my body? Okay, I need to get rid of all this. Turn off this. Get out of my pocket, please. I need to go shoot a worm.
I need to go shoot a worm.
Okay. All right, my pockets are empty. I don't think I did this right. Hold on. I need to first make sure that I'm actually properly delivering this shit. Why do I feel like this isn't... I didn't set something up right. Why are the batteries that I'm requesting not being sent to Fulgora? Import from... It's unloading. Why is it not unloading the batteries? Am I not asking for them? Wait, did I do something wrong here? What is... There we go. Okay. Now it should be delivering the batteries. There we go. Okay. I set it up correctly.
What the fuck was that sound? I didn't like that.
Huh?
I didn't like that sound at all.
Who is going from Fulgora to Vulcanus? Do you go to Vulcanus? No. Just mountains. I guess I'll just get on the flight. Wait.
You can just
Shit,
add a
how do I get on
station
the flight?
for Vulcanus.
How do I get onto the ship? I forgot.
You gotta take all of the gear, all of your stuff off your entire character, and then load yourself on a rocket.
Oh, I gotta take all my shit off?
Yep.
Oh.
If you click the travel to space platform button, it won't work unless unless your character's basically empty.
Okay, so I dropped my suit off that has everything in it. How do I send?
No,
I
you
gotta
don't.
send
You
that
can
back
you
to-
can keep the suit. You can't have any ammo.
Oh,
So like your inventory has to
okay.
be empty. You can have your weapon. You can't have any ammo for the weapon. But your whole you're gonna want your mech armor for this.
That's what I thought. Okay, so I need to go to
Yeah.
I need to go here. That's what I need to do. All right, travel to space platform. That's the one. Thank you. Goodbye. Whee! All right, so then it's gonna send me to ship. And then, how do I know I'm, oh, there we go. Whoa, I'm flying.
God damn it.
Huh?
Jeremy Redbean's recording has drilled a horrific phrase into my brain.
Oh,
and
no.
now it's just there. This comic that ends in a sex scene where he's like, oh, yeah, tell me more about the inescapable rise of fascism.
Oh. I mean, I guess that's not the worst thing to be excited by. So then I need to tell it to drop me off, right? Where?
Yeah, you'll say like drop to
Yeah,
Vulcanus.
you're like, hey, Mr. Rocket, throw me at that planet.
Okay.
Chuck me.
Pause on the planet, please. Drop me down. Wait. I can select a planet to drop to? So, oh, the ship takes me. Okay.
When
Gotcha.
you say like drop to a specific planet, it's essentially like queuing you up, so it'll drop you whenever you actually arrive.
Gotcha. Okay. Going back to Nalvis. Popping in for a brief second.
Like, if there's time. I got like a batch of Gleba Science that should get us that last damage upgrade.
So should I be like shipping fusion
I'm
reactors to space?
It would be nice to get that on Gleba, or at least like the setup that you've got is like small enough that that would be like, you know, it would make sense to put that on a spaceship. That will also require barreling up a certain amount of fluoroketone. But that's not something we like immediately have to do. But that would be something to
able to
get on
make-
Nalvis so you can put it on your new ship.
Are you able to make these fusion power cells elsewhere? Ammonia?
No, but so the thing that's important to note is nuclear power is like constantly being consumed, but fusion power is consumed based off of how much power is actually being consumed by the platform.
So you just need to stock up enough batteries.
Yeah, you need to stock up enough batteries, but they'll be used a lot more slowly. Like you're not going to run out unexpectedly. It's like your current spaceship is always like slowly burning through a certain amount of nuclear fuel cells, just idling away. Is that science cooking? It's starting.
That sounds like one of the worst things to be excited by. It feels like anyone turned on by fascism would be much more likely to work towards its realization. So the context for the comic is that somebody's trying to browse adult content on Blue Sky, but because it's entirely a unsorted, non-algorithmic chronological feed, the stuff that he's trying to look at is interspersed randomly with like atrocity news and all the bad things in the world and all the stuff he's trying to ignore and not think about right now, and it's all mixed in. And so his attempt to brute force staying turned on leads to him just developing weird kinks about hearing about how fucked up the world is.
Andrew, if you need to get in a spaceship to take you to Vulcanus, this one over here will do so. All of those are like queued up to take automatic requests from space platforms, so you can't voluntarily put yourself inside of it.
Which ship am I getting onto?
One over here, Rocket Silo Crafter. Basically, it's our first one, and that's the one that isn't automatic.
Well,
it's not busy.
I'm saying it's asking me which ship do I want to get into.
Oh, the Vulcanus delivery is currently on Vulcanus.
Red Rocket?
Send it over there to grab you. Not Red Rocket. Although
okay.
that is another one that it'll eventually get you there. It's older and slower.
Damn. Okay, we'll leave it alone. It's trying its best.
I'm sure it is.
So you want Vulcanus delivery? That's the one?
Yeah, Vulcanus delivery is like the one that uses parties with shiny design.
That is not an option on this to travel to space.
It's because
menu.
it's heading over currently. It was on Vulcanus. I just sent it over to pick you up.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay. I am ready. I'm ready to leave. Get me out of here.
Damn, just barely short of. Is it gonna? Can it just please get that over the hump? Yes, awesome.
The fuck is this?
Got that last upgrade.
Is this
Cool.
okay,
Now,
I need to expand.
good thing I'm on
this.
Gleba.
Well, okay.
Oh Jesus, there's like so many. I see what happened.
It's comment. I've been sent an insane conversation about my VN.
Oh no.
Oh. I love
try
that.
to read
Which
this
one?
out. It's about Hammer, or sorry, about Diesel. Oh my gosh, Swift doesn't get to spend time with an old dog trucker is named Diesel for man to old man relationships that because he's Confederate states. How could he do away from him? He's the only type of for lover boys. Now we're so hurt and struggles when he embarrassed himself not to go with the creepy old guy. No! Show respect their elders to get along with Swift. So the reason why the Renpai Furry VN has already made set on 2025 has been anyone made on Renpai routes with Hammer, but you gotta fix that DILF Diesel for having some good to spend time together as man to old man. Doesn't mean how embarrassed their older generation creeps and sterns from the centuries. All we know is to get together Diesel and Swift, but Swift wants to tell the truth how aware is Confederate states if he would understand situations to live in confession.
What?
I'm gonna assume that that's somebody who like doesn't speak English. Someone's using like a Google Translate. I mean, Google Translate would be better than that.
I gotta send
What do they
you
mean?
the picture.
What are they
of
talking about?
Oh my god. I should probably send this in Factorio. And then someone's like, why in the world would you
I'm
want to go
looking
out
at
with
the
a
stream.
racist closeted person like Hammer? So this person's mixing up Hammer and Diesel, which is not helpful either. Because he's the group of Confederate, that's why they gotta fix that route for DILF for future. There is no route for him. He's a racist homophobe. That's what it is. Are we dead ass?
Oh no.
I'm the one who, being respect, which I want dads to be loved the most, they changed minds. They will never be alone as me.
Ooh. Yeah, take a breather after that.
I assume this is this must be a separate YouTuber. I was like, what's the context for this? This must be somebody that uploaded videos of my game. That's a surreal element of this, is getting other people playing your games. Yep. 3 Days to Live Part 1 and Part 2. They got thousands of views off of my game. Oh, they also played Cos. Oh, I'm really out of date. I'm playing Chapter 3 of Cos game. Whoops. In my defense, Toaster doesn't exist anymore. He died.
Damn. No.
Yeah, I also want to catch up. Nope.
Oh my god, there's so many comments on this video. There's all these posts about my game. It's surreal. Did it keep going? No shot, you are for real. Are we dead ass? Do people talk like this now?
Yes.
Where are you at, Andrew?
I am in front of the rocket ship. But I never was given I was never given an option to choose Vulcanus delivery as a destination.
Okay, I guess it might have just already gone back. It's heading back to Novice right now.
I'm just reading YouTube comments in this
like
stream.
5 seconds.
Is Toaster the fourth guy who was playing this? No, the fourth guy who was playing this was Marty, and the fifth guy who was playing this was Illusory, and they both disappeared. Toaster's the guy that I was playing visual novels with, but he stopped
There it is.
showing up for anything for a while because the world is sad. Is there any more insane comments? Comments don't feel real.
Most probably aren't.
Greetings, this is my first commentary. I hope you're doing well. I have watched many of your VN playthrough and I loved every single one of them. Something about the way it's written in the emojis, it just feels like it feels increasingly surreal.
Yeah.
I can't get sucked into this. I can't get sucked into this world.
No, it's needing to see what people are saying about your stuff, no matter how bad you know the platform is like the most real.
It ruins your brain.
Experience.
I had to leave the visual novel Discord that organizes the actual jams because I couldn't. It was just driving me insane hearing the other people talk about my games all the time. Because inevitably I become the most talked about game in the entire jam amongst the other contestants, and they kind of have a bone to pick to some extent. Like there's like because the amount of like attention I get by default, that leads to people kind of having sort of a negative bias that makes them very insufferable to read through. It just wears you down at some point. Alright, so power's working here. I guess I did the planet, more or less. Like, I did it.
Congrats.
Isn't Andrew here the one you played visual novels with? I played the non-furry visual novels with them. Specifically, I played the Zero Escape trilogy with Andrew, and then I played Phoenix Wright and Ad Astra and Echo with Stephanie.
No. Oh yeah, sorry.
Thought you knew better than me. And then I went on to play Arches and Password and No Way Home and whatever with Toaster. And one by one, each one is slain and never rises again. And then I have to find a new person to wring the life essence out of with visual novels again.
Cameras over here, Andrew.
It just happens every time. Because eventually, it's hard to have any consistent person for doing co-op playthroughs with, because everyone has a life and like a job and eventually relationships, and it's really hard for them to make time for weekly recording sessions unless you're paying them and they need that money, and I cannot provide any sort of resources that people need. I can't afford to have a Game
Can't
Grumps
or
office.
won't.
Can't. I guess won't in that I could be evil. If I was more evil, I could make shittier content that makes the world worse that I know would work better. I would just have to not have a soul and be willing to just really do what a lot of horrible YouTubers do. And then I could make enough money.
I can't believe you won't be horrible.
I had an upward trajectory for a while there where I genuinely did think that I was gonna one day have like a Game Grumps office where I could like pay a couple of my friends to actually record full time. And then I stopped growing instead. And I pretty much just...
Yeah.
The combination of the death of Let's Plays and the death of the end of COVID, basically, also, like, were two different things that made viewership trend down a lot. And I'm like, oh, well, growth looked really good for like 6 to 8 years, but after that, not so much with all the growing in the long term. It's probably about time to call it for the night. So what do I need to shoot? And I'm not sure what else to do next anyway.
Ammo's right
here. What do I need to shoot Wait, down here. Okay.
Are you going to do an explode? Are you going to murder?
I'm gonna go kill a worm! Alright, hold on. I'm coming. Okay.
But yeah, Andrew hated doing Virtue's Last Reward so much that he functionally quit doing Let's Plays for like 3 or 4 years.
Okay, so you got that ammo.
A lot of ammo. Let's go.
I only roped him back in for Zero Time Dilemma, third game, as part of the 10-year anniversary event.
And then I left the country.
No, that was after you came back, I think.
Oh, was it? Did we do the third game after?
I think you'd already left and come back before Zero Time Dilemma happened, yeah.
Okay.
What really fucks with me is that...
And now we live in the same building.
Yeah. It's unpredictable. What really fucks with me is that was the 10-year anniversary event. I think that was like 4 years ago.
Damn.
Like I had like more stuff I wanted to do as part of the 10-year anniversary event, and now that stuff is so out of date as a concept that it'd be like the 15-year anniversary event.
This is a good call. You remember this thing that you're running past right now, Andrew? You remember those days? It's all behind us now. Never again.
It is. Now I will just take care of my problems directly.
Now the worms run and cower in fear from you.
You're just ready to railgun them.
Finally.
It's going to be really funny if you get there and it just doesn't fire.
Also, this could go horribly wrong, but
what?
The way you want this to go, look, there's a reason you're doing this, not me. You want to line yourself up with, it's not, you get the idea of a railgun. So it's just the reason that this is good for worms is that they're long and multi-segmented, and each segment takes damage independently. So if you manage to like find one that's like going in a straight trajectory, you want to come at it from behind because the head attacks you with like lava and shit. But if you just literally like kind of get through all of its segments in like one clean sweep. Railguns do have a slower rate of fire, but like it should be fast enough. This is a medium demolisher, but it's a good one.
There he is. Get the hell over here. Okay. So just...
You want to line yourself up with it because it's just going to like fire straight out.
How do I shoot?
Oh.
You press Z to switch to the railgun, and then you press space.
You can try to pierce through his whole body in one go. It's like firing. It's like firing through a monster hunter.
He's got lava behind him, though, doesn't he?
Okay. You're good with this. This lava isn't like hazardous lava. It's if he like looks at you, then he can create quakes.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh my god!
How many shots was that?
Well, I mean, 2. Well, let's try it on this one.
That was another one.
This one's also medium.
Hello. 1. Okay, that was 1 shot. Oh my god.
So, like I said, that's only the medium one. Let's find a big one. The big one is the real triumph over nature.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's go find a.
So like I say, every time you do that, that's like more territory for our mega base that we're definitely going to do. We're going to do this for 5 more years. We're going to make just the ultimate never-ending.
Oh, is that a big
yeah,
one?
there's
yeah,
a big one.
demolisher. Okay.
Big worm.
Be careful.
He might murder you.
It'll be fine. Boom.
Uh-oh.
So,
It seems you did no damage, but then died.
Like I say, if we waited
Is he
over
gonna
it more
eat your
carefully.
remains?
No, your remains
Nah.
are fine. It's just, yeah, this
It's
is
gonna be a
where
long
it's
walk
like,
back.
yeah,
He-
those
he
ones
did
are
it,
a real
guys.
beast.
Nailed
Okay,
it.
Hold on.
Are you proud of
I'll
yourself?
kill it. I forgot that it does the groundswell thing. I totally.
That's what I was
forgot
saying.
You
It's
guys
like,
literally
it
just
doesn't
talked
matter
about that
it's not
30
looking at
seconds
you.
ago.
Yeah, but I forgot how fast it was. I just was like, okay, yeah, I'll see it coming and move. And I forgot, like, oh no, it's like immediate. It just blows up quickly.
No,
No,
that's
it's fine.
like
I'll
when I
just-
did this in my own world, I had the exact same experience of being like, I'm sure I'll have time to react to.
I'm just gonna
Just
shoot
one shot.
it and immediately start running.
It's high stakes. Somebody's gonna one shot the other, and you never know who.
Yeah, it's like Diablo 2 to PvP. No one. That's just a me
Okay, let's
experience.
see.
No one else.
I did not play Diablo 2 PvP.
And then you drop your
I
gold
could
on the
not.
floor outside of Act 1.
What, to trick people into fighting you?
No, because when you died in that game, you dropped your gold. When you
Oh.
did PvP, you dropped your gold.
Oh, scary. High risk.
We are rapidly researching another damage upgrade.
Whoa.
Or I probably only had like 1 or 2 more damage upgrades on my file, and I could still like 2-shot the large ones, I think. It is just that like you
Goddamn.
want to make sure you've got it like going straight, so you get all the segments.
Yeah, and you gotta destroy him in one go because otherwise he'll just regenerate.
But that's also where you don't. The railgun goes very far, so you don't need to be very close to him.
Oh, okay. Well, that helps a lot.
Yeah, like, you can probably
Oh, shit, he's
safely
turning
shoot him
around.
from out of the range.
He's just straight hoofing it.
I think he's already gone. That's like an after image.
Fake worm?
Yeah.
Fake worm gamer?
Okay. Ew, what is this? There we go. Okay. All right, where is the worm?
Where did he go?
Where have you gone, coward? There he is. All right.
Is there like a
there's the
follow
demolisher.
Andrew button?
I
That's
wish.
perfect. He's in the best angle
Scrolling
possible.
the whole time.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
2 shots.
hey,
Easy.
that's the first one we've
Strongest
ever
enemy in the game.
killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, it wasn't even a fight.
Easy.
Damn.
We are Andrew Conqueror.
Harvest his
of the
body.
surface.
Illusory's missing out.
Yeah.
I was
You
like I
know-
said, there
I've s-
definitely was. I had my hopes that like if Illusory like got super into the defensive thing, like you can just uselessly, like if Illusory had like the cement gene that Andrew has for just like just expanding, for just conquering, like this game will reward you, and there's like a lot of crazy stuff you can do with like engineering train systems that automatically build themselves out to go further and further out.
Shit's
It's
crazy.
Just you have like colonizing trains. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, a little bit. Like that's war trains are absolutely a thing. There you go. Now you do even more damage.
Oh. Oh my god. Is
You can't
do
find
I
them
need to
because
do
they
more
all
damage?
heard. that
I can
they were coming.
But
I
to
can-
what end?
I could 2-shot. I could 2-shot the biggest worm on the planet. Is that is it now down to 1 shot? Can I just 1-shot the big worm now?
Maybe.
Where the hell are the worms? You cowards, come out here. I'm gonna start building on your land if you don't stop doing this. Oh, I should have brought something to build. Damn.
Should be able to like double click
I see him
Andrew
down.
and have the camera
He's to
follow
your
him.
south.
Oh, there he is. You're right.
I have to actively spectate.
Big or small?
I can't just open.
Big.
I can't just open ball pit and have this happening in the background.
Nice.
Dead.
It's
Oh, there's another one.
Oh.
it's oddly distressing
from me.
because the attack is so understated.
Yeah.
It's like you're Dr. Manhattaning them. Like, I expect to see a giant, crazy laser fire down the thing, but I don't really see a projectile at all. I just... Oh, it's like you're just like snapping your fingers and they eviscerate.
Yeah, I think it's sort of...
Yeah,
the
it is
idea
shooting
that
like a bullet.
Supersonic. And that's... So you have an idea, Key. Like, you are pretty much done with Aquila at this point. Like, you can ship stuff back to Nalvis next time and just, again, I've got the ship already, like, duplicated for you to start upgrading over here. Nice. They got you once, but never again.
Never again, no.
But yeah, so you're the last thing that you should make on Aquilo is just a couple of, like, I don't know how many. You're at this point you're past where I'm at. I never made the end game ship. I just started like upgrading old stuff. But I guess you probably just want like
You just gave yourself
5
infinite
or 6
tasks.
railgun turrets at the front. Because essentially when we go past Aquilo, we're going to start encountering extra large asteroids, which are what we have the railguns for.
At some point, I'm just like, why aren't you flying around them?